We are officially started today, Sam. Let's hear a little bit about your nose breathing you were just telling me about.
So I'm a mouth breather.
Bring that mic about like a fist away. Fist away from you. Yeah, there you go.
I have been a mouth breather my whole life.
Nice.
It's a sad thing.
Confession right now? Confessional?
Yeah. True life of a mouth breather.
How does it work? You just breathe out your mouth?
Yeah, I breathe out my mouth. Feel like I don't get enough air when I breathe through my nose.
Interesting.
I actually had to get braces because I breathe through my mouth, so like my teeth formed in more of an outward pattern.
Really?
Like a shark.
I've never thought of that.
Sammy Sharks.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Your breathing can
Since
dictate...
my mouth was just open, like my teeth grew more like frontward, if that makes sense.
Could we say you were a slack jaw
I guess.
Like a dude?
Sammy Slackjaw.
Were you always like, when you were a little kid, were you always looking like this?
Yeah.
You were like, ooh, just letting your jaw hang?
Yeah.
Breathing?
Letting it all hang out.
Do you snore? Sammy snores?
Not through my nose, though. That's the thing. It's like the back of my mouth, so it's a weird one. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm a minority. You know, people... they don't like mouth breathers.
Send you money.
Yeah,
because you're
essentially.
Yeah, help him out with his mouth breathing.
People don't like mouth breathers. I don't know why.
Are you a victim?
I think so.
Of what?
Of not
breathing through your nose.
Yeah. People need to understand this is a common thing. There's a group of us.
Is there?
No.
On the internet?
We should.
Mouth Breathers Unite?
Any of you out there, mouth breathers, hit me up.
Yeah.
We'll start the group.
If you breathe heavily out your mouth and you need a friend, get on the message board with Sammy Skates. All right, nice.
Anyways.
So, yeah, that was a good way to start it. Don't mind the dogs.
Speaking of dogs, I used to have a pug.
Yeah?
Which are notorious mouth breathers.
They are.
So all my friends would be like, Sammy, your dog breathes like you. Fuck you, assholes.
Dude, some dogs can barely breathe. It's crazy, man. I was just going to bark the whole time, so don't worry about that.
He wishes he was hanging out with us.
Yeah. All right, we got questions from online, so shout out to everybody out there on Instagram and Facebook that follow at ALLiNEEDSKATE. These are your questions, so thank you. I'll try to read some of the names if I can't butcher them too much, but we're just going to get into it because we got a lot today.
All right.
And we're actually, what's the date today, Sam? What are we looking at?
March 21st.
Yep, Saturday, March 21st. We're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. What's the code word for it?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. It should be COVID 2020, though, right?
Well, it started in 2019.
Yeah, but let's get with the times,
right,
people.
Yeah,
get with the times.
Stop living in the past.
Dude, let it
started
go.
then, but it's happening now.
We're living in some crazy times because it's been a long time since some crazy pandemic has broken out, and 2020 has not disappointed thus far.
No,
it's getting interesting, boys.
It's the roaring 20s.
Yeah, so I'm gonna elbow you to say I'm glad we're still alive and things are going forward.
Let's keep it going that way.
Yeah, and if you're out there, I hope you're safe. Before I get into the questions, I was going to do a little pay some bills. First off, I just want to shout out Narragansett Beer. We have a collab with them with All I Need. If you check it out, we actually have a few boards. We have the Crush It Like Quint, we have the Beer Shark, and we have the Lovely Lady Deck. So shout out to Narragansett Beer. Awesome beer. Those guys are epic. Jim Crooks brought the brewery back to Rhode Island, and he also was maybe the 4th or 5th guest on this podcast. And he came on and talked all about it. And they support All I Need. They always buy a bunch of boards from us so we can produce them, and it works out awesome for us. And they have this sick ass market made on honor. Did you ever go?
Yeah, that shit's sick.
Yeah. Just they do this. They form this market called Made on Honor, and they invite a bunch of brands that fit that slogan, and they invite them to the brewery or wherever they're hosting it for that year. And it's just show up, sell some goods, drink some beer, have a good time.
Yeah, you get to see so many cool different small local companies and shit.
Yeah.
Drink some beer, hang out. It's an awesome place. They got the outside part too.
You can network,
play some games.
They have Yelp trafficking people through for 2 days straight. So a bunch of people coming to spend money. Yep. Helps out the small brands a lot. So shout out to Narragansett Beer. And if you've seen our Crush It Like Quint deck, Make sure you get your hands on one. They're epic. That one helps us out a lot.
That one's sick.
Our best seller.
Watch Jaws in your downtime if we're about to be locked down.
Yeah.
Watch some Jaws. Crush it like Quint.
Quint crushes, bro. Next, I'd like to shout out Eastern Skate Supply. If there's any skate shops out there or any people that work at skate shops and do the ordering and you guys want to get your hands on some All I Need, you can go through Eastern Skate Supply. They carry our boards and they get them out to skate shops up and down the whole East Coast. So, yeah, shout out to them. And then there was, I wanted to mention Chloe's collection. We just put out, first, have you met Chloe?
Yeah.
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 Chloe,
the new bird collection, right?
yeah. The Chloe collection.
All those are sick.
Yeah. So I met Chloe about 6 months ago. She was just starting to skate. Her mom came to me and was like explaining that she dealt with some vertigo. And she was kind of going through it, and I actually went through vertigo before too. So I was like, I think I can help her. I was like, skating helped me deal with my vertigo, like towards the end of it, you know. And I just started skating with Chloe, and you know, vertigo cleared right up, you know. Like she started skating.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, she's
really good.
She
just started like this year.
6 months ago.
No kidding.
Yeah. She's doing hand plants.
Yeah.
I just filmed
That's insane. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. That's
Dude,
so sick.
Today, though, she was doing them again and getting above the coping.
Oh, my God.
And she's 11.
She's reckless.
I know.
She's really good.
I told Brandon Westgate, I was like, you used to be my favorite skater. I had to say that, too. I was like, used, because we were all skating together with Chloe.
Yeah.
And Chloe's like, she's like, wow, he's amazing. Barely knew who he was. Wow, he's amazing. And then she just, instead of like just fanning out or whatever, she just like started getting in and snaking him and skating with him and shit.
God, that's
like just
awesome.
the fire, you know? And I looked at him like, you used to be my favorite. Sorry for you, bro.
Stealing his thunder.
Yeah, so
hand plants, dude.
Yeah,
that's fucking sick.
We have the Chloe collection is on ALLiNEEDSKATE.com. That's the only place you can get it. There's 4 pieces. We got the orange windbreaker. It's got the Chloe bird. She drew the bird. She drew a whole book full of All I Need designs and kept bringing them in. And I was just like, we got to do some stuff with these designs. So she did the sick ass train, which is right next to you. Choo-choo. Yeah. So we did train stickers, little choo-choo stickers. Yeah.
Choo-choo-choo.
So that was our first collab design wise. And then she brought in the bird and I was like, the AIM bird's sick. So then I was like, let's do like a little clothing collection. We have youth and adult sizes. Everything's made to order, so you got to allow up to 2 weeks for delivery because we're taking our times and doing it correct. But yeah, it's all out there. Check it out. The orange windbreaker. We got this turquoise polo.
I like that one.
It's like the YouTube colors. It's got the pink bird. We have a gray T-shirt with the orange bird, and then what's the last piece? So if I'm remembering, we got the jacket.
Sweatshirt.
No. Yeah. Actually, I ordered one of those. That was the one piece I picked for myself. It's a purple zip-up, sick-ass bird. Yeah. So, check out the Chloe collection. Yeah, man.
Crushed it, Chloe.
Yeah, and, check out our website, too. Just ALLiNEEDSKATE.com. All our YouTube videos are up there, podcasts there, all in one spot. And then our online store has everything you need, you know? So,
all you need.
And everything that you caught from All I Need, the money goes right back into skateboarding. Whether it goes into trips to Florida to skate or filming full-length videos with the boys and putting it on Transworld, that's another shout-out I should do.
That's still happening despite the COVID-19?
Yeah, can't stop us on that.
March 30th. Yeah. 9 days.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's going to premiere. It'll premiere on our YouTube channel, but it's going to go up on Transworld, too, skateboarding.com that day. So you'll get to see our third full-length video.
Something to do in quarantine. Check it out.
Yeah. Eat popcorn and watch this one. Full parts from myself, Mr. Corey Goonan, Derek Fukuhara, Timmy Knuth, Billy Drown, Kevin Clem, Evan Mansalillo, and then you and Barth kind of split apart. Yeah, split apart. So, and you did the majority of filming on this.
Yeah.
And editing, and then and we sold out of the DVDs a while ago, so they're gone. But hyped to get it on Transworld. That's like a big deal for All I Need and for all of us, you know?
Yeah, stoked.
Yeah, so all the support is welcome. We're able to do cool stuff, produce more art, and create more epic skateboarding stuff. So shout out. All right, on to the show. Whoa. I did see this. 0 new domestic coronavirus cases in China for the first time since epidemic began. But that was like 2 days ago, which might as well be 2 weeks because so much shit changes in 2 days. You know what I mean? So but I thought
wonder
that was.
If they're still at 0.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. But I thought that was like,
it's hopeful.
yeah, it's like it was better than hearing everything's falling apart every second of every second. You know. Oh,
But,
how rude!
ooh,
That's
ringer
amateur. How many podcasts
Amateur
have we
hour.
done? Over 300, and I have
Jesus, get it
embarrassing-
together, Tony.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, so hopefully, if everyone takes the precautions,
How
and
you feeling?
I feel fine.
Let's just get the corona. There's a question about corona in here, so let's
get
just
right
start
into
that.
it. Yeah.
You want to start off? Or you want me to go?
You can start off.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I was freaked out. I was freaked out for a while, just like watching the news, watching everything, trying to pay attention. I was freaked out before the virus. I was already like, dude, I can't tell if these people, the people that are giving me my news or that are leading the country, are liars or not.
Yeah.
Or if they're out to just like, I can't tell. I could never tell if they're really out for our best interests. It's really, the area's so gray, you know?
Yeah.
And everything's so polarized now, and people are doing so much fucking hyperbole and fucking crazy shit.
No
for
one really
followings
knows
and
what to believe.
Yeah, our media is like doing, what is it called when they troll you? They put out an article that clickbait. It's like you can't tell the severity or of anything, you know?
Yep.
I can't tell if we have some crazy issue or if it's just people overreacting. It's like, so that was freaking me out from the beginning. And then this happens, and now I'm like, all right, well, I just listened to everything, and I looked into everything I could look into and read as many different sides as possible and just try to gauge my best answer and best solution from there. But it's like, I don't know. The other day I hit a point where I was like, look, I'm just not going to freak out anymore.
Yep.
I'm not going to stress out. It's not going to help. It's not like, it's crazy because
For sure.
Yeah, because I was going into work, and I still am. I go around people, and it's like, people are just like exhaling and like going, like trying to like, should we be worried? Should we not be?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like tough. No one really knows what to think.
Yeah.
It's
how's your experience going? How do you
mine's
feel?
like kind of different because I can't go into work. Work's basically canceled. No film production's happening. So
explain a little bit about what you're doing for work at the moment.
Well, I was working on a cooking show for about 3.5 weeks of March, and
what's the show?
It's called Milk Street Kitchen. Check it out on PBS.
Milk Street?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Milk
PBS?
Street in Boston. Yeah, it's in
Wow.
But dude, so it's I don't know if you guys have ever skated Greenway spot with all the nose bunks and stuff right near the aquarium in Boston. That's the kitchen. Milk Street Kitchen. Yeah. So it's sick. Get to eat some bomb food, film a cooking show. I push a dolly back and forth. So
you gotta have that guy.
Yeah, it's fun. But
so you can yell at him.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking dolly guy. The fucking dolly guy.
No, it's fun though. But we were shooting it while all this stuff's happening. Like 1 week is like schools are getting shut down because parents in some of the guys' towns like are starting to get it, and then stock market fucking crashes. So all these people are like, "Oh, invest in stocks." Like we're still shooting a cooking show while everything seems to be falling apart.
Yeah.
And then the epicenter happened to be like the Marriott Long Wharf right across the street where there was a conference held the week before, and like 80 people got it. Yeah, that was like the epicenter of Boston. We're just working right across the street from it, so it was like just really weird. Like no one knew what to think. We're just gonna keep shooting this cooking show, and if anyone feels sick, like you let us know and don't come into work, and we'll do the proper follow up on that.
Well, there wasn't even any guidelines either. It was just kind of like as we're going, they're like, maybe there'll be tests, maybe not. Clean your hands.
Exactly.
Like it's very vague.
Well, that's actually interesting to say because like someone ended up getting sick. It was a spouse of someone. They got sick and they went to go get the coronavirus test. That was probably Thursday of last week now.
Yeah.
And the results were due to be back on Monday, and they still haven't gotten the official results.
So it's like
the person is already healing from whatever they had.
Yeah.
They think it's pneumonia now, and they're on the mend from that, and their spouse never had any symptoms. But like they're still waiting to hear for sure if it was like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. You can't just like make a test like that that's going to work for everyone. I've heard a lot of false positives have been happening too. It's just weird. Yeah. Strange.
Yeah. And it's just like they're saying the worst is yet to come. So it's like it's an invisible enemy is the key words they're saying.
Exactly,
and it's like it's just going to spread until it's done spreading. And that's why they're trying to get a jump on it and trying to like keep people from gathering and doing stuff.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
I think everyone has like their part to play to an extent. Like,
yes, definitely.
Don't go and just like
Don't be reckless.
Yeah, don't go and be reckless. If you see, like, you know, for example, I was telling you yesterday, like, a lot of people started getting to the skate park.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good time to check out and go to a less populated one right now.
Yeah.
But, you know.
The grungy dudes are starting to show up at the park. You're like, dude, there's mushrooms hanging off them and shit. You're like,
I'm falling on the same stuff they are.
They're making out with each other in the corner. Yeah. You're like, dude, you know about the lockdown, right?
Oh, yeah, but just stay safe, sanitized, smart. Like, it's not going to...
And hang on.
Yeah. It can really fuck with someone who has an immunodeficiency or a grandparent that, like... especially with a lockdown, like, so many people have to go to their grandparents and, like, get stuff for their grandparents to help them out if they're living close by. So,
yeah,
you know, just try not to be a transmitter of a lethal weapon. That's how I've been thinking of it. It could be a potential lethal weapon.
Like
to
an action movie.
Yeah, I'm fine, but like, watch out.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. Just don't panic.
Yep.
Don't stress, but be smart and be safe and just try to weather the bullshit.
Exactly.
It's hard to tell what's what, you know. So just use your best judgment and try to pay attention. It's hard, man, because I don't really want to pay attention anymore.
I don't either. I'm like,
every day, I'm like,
every day you wake up and the first alert on your phone or something is like news, like new developments, or
someone coughs near you. You're like, oh my god,
dude! I've been holding in coughs in public, and then I'm like, why am I torturing myself? Just like.
You don't want to be the guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
I had a ginger ale today.
Yep.
And you know when you drink ginger ale, the fuzzies like kind of make you cough. I did that. And
it tickles your throat.
Yeah, Barth was giving me shit. I'm like, dude, just the ginger ale, bro.
God.
Just the ginger ale.
Oh my god.
I'm okay, bro.
We're all like smoking our own joints and bowls now.
Yeah.
Like when we're skating.
I've been thinking about that.
It's kind of funny.
I kind of do that anyways.
Yeah.
Try to. Unless we're on a trip and you guys are handing me something and I'm already faded.
We're just like, here you go. Here you go.
Here comes Sammy's Corona. Sam said he was going to bring a Corona on the show.
Oh, yeah. They didn't have Coronas. They had Millers. So got some of those.
All right. Next topic. This one I've covered to death, but I'll throw it your way. Topic about the 2020 skateboarding Olympics. Just your take should come from like maybe film. Give me your full take, but also from a filming angle.
I think skateboarders, on the professional level, so many of them, there's such a divide between who gets the short end of the stick and who's Nyjah and has monster sponsors and making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see skateboarding have money to be able to give to all pros, not necessarily riches, but like if skateboarding could help, you know, provide more sustaining lifestyles for people.
Yeah.
That would be one silver lining I could maybe see coming out of the Olympics, but a lot of it too, I see it hurting the small businesses, like, you know, maybe not the pro skateboarder, but just the local guy that owns a skate shop and has been crushing it in the community. It's tough to see. I don't know. It's tough to see those like being able to thrive through an Olympics like boom. I wonder if there's going to be a boom in skateboarding because of the Olympics. Yeah, it already seems like skateboarding's booming of its own natural evolution, you know?
Yeah.
Like Olympics hasn't even happened yet, and I feel like so many people now skateboard and it's like destigmatized and like parents encourage a child to skateboard. So
I see that now.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough to. I'm not a fan of the idea of the Olympics. I feel like I might watch it though. Oh. It would be kind of fun to like all of us go out and watch the Olympics. Just what
we do? No, what we do
it would
is
be complete satire. We'd be shitting all over it.
We get a TV right here, and then we hit record, and then we watch, and then as we go, we narrate and watch. I'm gonna be a broadcaster that day. Yeah. Like a legit pro. Imagine. It's going to be amazing.
That'll be awesome.
Dropping in. Next try. Three-time world champion, Mr. Nyjah Houston.
Look at the wind fly through his cape.
Watch that backside flip, but the nuts might pop out with those shorts on. You got to be careful on that back lip.
Yeah.
The boys might drop down.
It's making skateboarding look really corny. That's what I don't like. Now that you're like starting to give me like pictures and scenarios to go off, like, yeah, it makes skateboarding look really corny. Like thinking of like all those photos that they have of the official Olympic team photos. Yeah. Skateboarding's not corny. They shouldn't. It looks really fucking corny. Yeah, it can be. Skateboarding can be whatever it wants, I guess.
Yeah. My grievance is, and I've said it before in this podcast, and I'll say it briefly right here. I won't fucking go on and on. Mine is just that, like, they can't be the sole authority in skateboarding. Like, if everyone's like, yeah, jumping bandwagon for a bunch of corporations that are throwing money at skateboarding and put on some spectacle, and it's like, it
won't last forever.
Yeah,
it won't last
it's only every 4 years,
yeah.
and it's like it would be the only way it would really hurt us is if skateboarders stop doing the shit that we do.
Yeah,
if we stop forming teams, flowing kids, going out skating, building tradition and culture, and like that's not part of the Olympics. Like if we stop creating art and doing all the shit we do, then it hurts because then they're the broadcasting, you know? Other than that, it's like it might get some kids into skating, but then they're going to have to figure out why they want to keep skating.
Exactly.
And hopefully they come find
like
all
to
the
win,
people
or they're skating to have a good time.
Yeah. I was saying that to someone today, like the All I Need Flow team. I was like, look, you don't got to be the best in the world. You just got to be your own personal best.
Yeah.
And like, let's see how far we can go with that.
The person who's having the most fun is always the most fun to watch too.
Yeah, true.
Like, you don't got to be the best, but just have fun with it.
Yeah. And I'm not even solely against the Olympics because I'm like, dude, there's fucking people out there that like to be corny and follow the rules and play for other people. And they care about the Lambos and the monster sponsors. And like, that's their idea of success. And it's like, that to me, that's like a version of hell I would never want to participate in.
I wouldn't describe that as success, but like what I was saying about skateboarders being able to just level out the amount of money in skateboarding, because
the only problem with that
get a lot of money,
but the only problem with that is you have to play their game. Like I'd rather work on building, that's kind of what this whole experiment has been. It was like, let's start a podcast, let's build a YouTube channel, let's try to figure out how to do the brand so we can find ways to make money and then put it into skating, you know?
And I guess what I'm saying is like the way that would happen is if the exact opposite of my fear happens. If skate shops started flourishing because of the Olympics, and the Olympics was able to like somehow kids learn like about the core aspect of skating through like this mass like, you know, distribution of skateboarding.
The problem is it's all bought up though, so it's like going to be only
it's going to be from
brands.
The corporate
it's going to be a couple brands
the
that are
brands
like
that can afford it.
Nike owns the Olympics basically, so there's one shoe brand, and then if it's a deck company, they're going to pick one, you know what I mean, or whatever. So I think there'll be some runoff that'll help the core, but if the core is strong and building and doing cool shit,
the core is always going to survive because
we do it. It's like
because you want to make it work.
Yeah. The Olympics need us more than we need them. They're lucky to have even the jock skaters. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for real though. For real. They want something cool that appeals to younger audiences, like, dude, because younger audiences have completely tuned out of the Olympics.
About filming it? How do you think it's just like filming a skateboard contest, basically?
Yeah, it would be. I feel like it would be more like filming sports events.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Skate Park at Tampa, they kind of like film that like sports events, like
a little bit
equipment wise and like headsets and shit like that. Like they have a full like production crew filming it. You know, it's not like a bunch of guys with VXs out there anymore.
It's basically right.
That's what Skate Park at Tampa used to be. Yeah, just a bunch of guys with like VXs filming Tampa Am.
I was like the only one out there during the Tampa Pro. I was like on the course filming shit. They had like cameras sniping and stuff, but like I was out like physically out there still. Yeah. I was like, no one's out here.
Yeah, they're probably gonna all be using like those big broadcast cameras and shit at the Olympics.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like the coronavirus. It's like it is. It's like
skateboarding's infected.
It's like everyone take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get rich like off of the Olympics, and it's not gonna break us.
Yep.
Those two extremes aren't gonna happen.
Find a nice middle ground.
Yeah, just do skateboarding stuff.
Just keep
with your friends and keep going, and like it'll be entertainment. That's what I like it for. I'll be able to make some jokes with you guys while watching the Olympics. And it's funny to look at it like a sport.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
And they deserve to be like criticized like sports players because that's the game they're playing. So it's like I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, that's his third fall. He's not going to make the finals, though. Sorry about that. You got to train a little harder. Maybe you shouldn't have went out street skating that week. Put down the joint, bro.
Dude, I would love
the drug testing
for the
alone.
Olympics to just be like a high ollie contest.
Be amazing.
Like slalom or some shit, like carving
simple
cones,
disciplines, like instead of
where you can actually measure who did it the best or the highest.
Yeah,
because like It's not like pole vaulting. They're like, oh, well, we're going to give him extra points because he has a lot of style out there with that pole vault. You know, like, it's like, did you go over the highest fucking
did you
shit?
do what they wanted you to do or not?
Did you throw it the furthest? Did you jump the highest? Like,
I was watching.
Why isn't skateboarding measured in that way on a fucking Olympic level?
Yeah, I don't know. Some skaters do that to themselves. They're like, I'm going to do every no comply.
Yeah.
That's it. It's my thing. That's my thing.
No complies.
I'm the no comply guy.
I'm in competition with myself over no complies.
Yeah. You ain't got to be the best in the world. You just got to be your personal best. See where that takes you.
Exactly.
Do you think it's going to be like in schools and shit, like football teams and basketball teams?
It seems like it already kind of is. Yeah, they have a lot of schools. I mean, it seems like a Southern California thing too.
Yeah, it seems.
But they got like recreational skate teams like through the schools, and like I think you can skate during. Some schools have like in the gym they have skate ramps, and
I've seen
you can
that
skate
in
during
Cali.
school or like recess, or there's after school programs for it too. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. But
then
it also like it could. You know, if the school's in charge of introducing kids to skateboarding, who knows?
That's
like,
weird. Yeah,
how they'll
too many
advertise
rules.
it. Yeah, exactly. Out of bounds.
Can't follow the rules, bro. That's why I got into skating, so I don't have to follow the fucking rules. I didn't make the team.
Yeah,
I didn't make the basketball team.
Yeah.
I tried to get on the basketball team. I loved basketball. I thought it was super fun, and I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to like be part of a team, win championships, do all that stuff. Wasn't good enough to participate in their game.
Yeah.
Sit down, Shetler. I was like, dude, what? Can't I just be the
Why
water
not?
boy? You don't need me? So
yeah, that's what sucks. There's like so many regulations to sports. Like,
yeah, it's a game.
You know?
I mean, games have rules and shit, but
you
it's
need
like
people to play a sport. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need people to go skateboard.
Granted,
Granted, that's the coolest part of it. Is like having.
But
people
that's a bonus is that you don't need it. You can go do it by yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like so you can work on it on your own time too. One positive I was thinking is that it's gonna help pull like some dudes out of like third world countries out of poverty, probably.
Yeah.
If they're really good at juggling,
I didn't even really think
if they're
of
really
that,
good for juggling for Nike, then maybe they'll like get that pay, or Monster, whoever the sponsors are.
Yep.
Then maybe they'll get a paycheck. Like three
Is juggling
people
in the Olympics?
should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Enough of that. Enough of that, friends. Dude, how dare you?
Sorry, listeners out there.
Next question. I wasn't reading the name. Sorry about that. How long has All I Need been for? So, how long have I been doing All I Need?
I actually just asked you. It's been 10 full years, you said.
Yeah, 2010.
Yep, 2010.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, crazy, right?
I know, that's awesome.
Time flies, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Sick to see where it started and where you've come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been slow and steady growing and figuring out ways to keep it moving and evolve and change. And, like, we've been getting better and learning from our mistakes. And it's crazy to see where it'll go if we survive the coronavirus. And everything, you know? Like, if we get past this...
If we get past this...
Who knows? Sky's the limit, boys. And girls.
All I need is some hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that question, man. I'm super proud of everything we've done with All I Need and, like, the whole skate team. And we put out 3 videos and tons of artwork on skateboards. And we've done tons of trips and met a lot of cool people. And the support has grown, which is amazing. And the YouTube channel and podcast and all the support from that. And 10 years is a chunk of my life, and I hope you get another 20 years.
That's a full
Or 10
decade.
years, another 10 years, and then, let's go.
20.
Yeah,
and
let's
30.
go. Just keep going.
All I need till infinity.
Chew forever. Chew.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, man. All right, next one. Josh Lacourse. He says, maybe talk about the difference/difficulty of skating on the East Coast versus West Coast and how different both styles are due to elements/terrain.
Sick. You want to answer that first since you've
I'll start
lived a
with-
chunk of time on both sides?
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Coffee. East Coast is my home, so I'm biased. I love the crust. Sammy loves the crust.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Textures, the way things look, personality.
Yep.
These are things that make me think of the East Coast. Even if the personality is a little asshole-ish and rugged.
You need that.
Angry.
You need a little salt out there.
What do you want? Extra large, black, hot black.
All right, have a good day. Like, only in New England can they say have a good day and you feel like they're wishing
Mad
something
at you.
negative upon you.
Have a good day, a.k.a. get hit by a car.
Yeah.
What? I love you too.
AKA spit in your coffee. Have a little COVID.
It's the weather, but I noticed the mood's lightened a little because the weather, global warming, has lightened our mood a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but I love all that because it's like, East Coast still has a little piss and vinegar in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it's not overproduced, and skating hasn't fully been here, part of the culture. Like we kind of like, when I first started, it was like introducing it to people, you know, like people didn't understand what it was.
I feel like shit has a lot more character out here too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, it's also old.
Yeah.
Like European based or like fresh new cities. Like,
yeah.
Whereas the more you go out west, everything's like built up with a certain, you know, architectural plan. Like they figured it out as they kept moving throughout the country. So we just got the rugged shit that falls apart and we just keep trying to patch over it. You know,
we'll figure it out.
I like it. It gives a character.
The street spots. Yeah.
Like you feel like there's a lot more energy rather than just like white concrete buildings with palm trees and shit.
Yep.
But personal opinion.
Yeah, that's fine. No, it's true.
That's a PO.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. You get them out now before everything falls apart, bro.
Before the COVID gets you.
Yeah. Yeah. California, I'd say like. So we're gonna do pros and cons again about this, right? Because that was what the question was. In Cali, I feel like the style is like, so East Coast skaters to me are a little more rugged. Maybe the spots and the tricks don't look as like big, like it's not as many stairs, but the rail's usually bigger on the East Coast than it is on the West Coast, because it's built to look like, that's 12 stairs on the East Coast is like a 15 on the West Coast or whatever, you know? You're like...
Fair to say.
Yeah, so it looks more like a video game in California because everything's new and built with like precision, and then what you were saying, it's all crust on the East Coast and you're just dealing with whatever you find, you know? Yep. But that adds texture, character, all that stuff. It looks sick. West Coast is a little more polished for my liking, you know what I mean? Yeah. They try to like... Some skaters try to go slumming out there. Yeah. But there's street skating everywhere. I love it, dude. Even the West Coast. When I lived out there for 2 years, it was fucking sick. And there's so many cutty spots. Like, I loved Long Beach and skating around dirty alleyways in L.A. and, like, finding spots and stuff. But it was just oversaturated because the industry has been there, you know? So, like, when I went out to Cali, I was like, dude, I don't want to compete with anyone. And I was, like, getting paid to skate and be in magazines. And, like, you kind of have to compete because they're like, yeah, we already shot this.
It's cutthroat.
Yeah, I went to one spot and there was a list of what's been done. Someone wrote at the top. I'm like, you know all the magazines, so you know all the spots and what's been done. And I'm like, I just want to skate something and get something good that I'm stoked on instead of going to a spot and like trying to beat someone else's highest score. It's just like exhausting. And there was an attitude out west, not everywhere, but there was that attitude of a bunch of people coming from the other parts of the country going there as dreamers thinking they're going to make it. And some of them might have, but like it's like they go out there and they're just like, this is it. And they're just like, and you're like, you're just surrounded by those dudes. They're like the Park Billies that are like, is that a term? Park Billy, right?
I think so.
They're like the best dude in the town. He's like had his headphones on, doesn't talk to anyone. He's just been practicing his tricks, and they're all out there. And you're like, "Fuck, dude, you gotta go deal with this."
It's
now?
Just it's super oversaturated.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, man.
Super fun to skate though.
But the pros,
like, it is really nice.
The pros of the West Coast is like it is part of their lifestyle and culture. So it's like, people get it a little bit. Like when I was out there, like moms, dads, they all like look like they dressed skating, or they knew someone who skated, or they just weren't like too aggressive. Whereas back here, you get some fucking coffee thrown at you.
Yeah,
it's
they don't know anyone that rides a fucking skateboard because they don't surround themselves with losers.
Yeah, you're bummed. Yeah. When I was growing up, it was like you're a homeless bum if you skateboard, basically.
Scumbag.
Yeah. Get a job. Yeah. What are you playing with that fucking thing for? Whereas out west, they're like, he's going to be the next Tony.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, that looks like a very promising future you have on a skateboard.
Yeah. I don't know. Now it's changed, man. I feel like skateboarding is infected everywhere.
Yeah,
every part of the world, every ghetto out there, every fucking Beverly Hills. Nigel's out there on his motorbike, popping wheelies with a chick behind him with no fucking shirt on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a monster chick. You're like, this is fucking sick, bro.
That's what I want to be.
I want to talk about how people get mad when I talk shit on Nigel.
That's the funniest
thing. He doesn't need our support. He doesn't. He's won everything. He's going to the Olympics. He doesn't need my support.
Yeah. What does he care?
Yeah, but what the fuck?
It's just funny to like, poke fun.
Yeah, like
it's corny.
Yeah, why can't dude?
It's not like you're losing sleep over it.
No.
Shetler's up late at night like, how can I make fun of him next?
I'm a loser because Nigel's a champion. Oh, Like I said, that's a version of hell I would never want.
Yeah, it's a
People
joke.
think I'm serious.
I know,
like,
that's what the funniest part is. You're just making a fucking joke.
Well, there's a lot of dudes out there that they like think they're gonna like win if Nyjah wins. Like they're like, I'm like him, you know. And I'm like, well, he's gonna be on the Wheaties box, and you're just fanning over him. So like,
you're gonna be like those middle-aged fucking men that love Tom Brady for no fucking reason.
Oh, you had to bring up Tom, bro.
Yeah, tough subject.
Yeah,
going to the Buccaneers,
bro. And he put it on his Instagram and everything.
He's hyped.
I feel like we should go to his Instagram and read his fucking goodbye.
Definitely do it.
He's like, this is his.
He's pissed they didn't pay him enough. I feel like.
Yeah,
he's like, you know, fuck you guys.
He's like, here's my response to every piece of shit, spiteful New England out there.
Yeah.
Let me read this to you.
People are devastated.
But yeah, my theory, the whole Nyjah thing is like, skateboarding can be many things, and I don't care if you all think he's the best skateboarder ever. Not to me. I don't give a shit. Don't care. And I like saying things in jest, and it's funny to me to make fun of that.
And you're not telling him to stop.
If you want to be
just telling him
Nyjah,
he's
go
a clown.
for it. Yeah, if you want to go for it, go for it. But all things fall apart, bro. You know what I mean? You can follow your false idol right into the Olympics. Go for it. But that's why I was kind of asking about. That's why the Olympic thing always comes up, because there's a lot of kids out there that love skating, and they're young and impressionable. You know what I mean? And it's like they want to do good and be great on their skateboard, and it's like if we stop hanging out with those kids and showing them what skating could be, that we don't have to do it their way, that we can do it our own fucking way, then they're going to go off and do that and get in the class, and the fucking teacher's going to, the guy who doesn't even really skate.
It's like, you could be the next Nyjah. You got to train.
Because there's tons of people out there that barely skate that want to get involved in for profit. And it's like, dude, skating, like, let these kids develop and learn to skate. You know what I mean? There's skating so, like, it's not all about...
The appeal of skateboarding is no one ever shoves it down your throat. You know what I mean? Like,
it's your thing, too. Yeah,
I mean, that might change, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, back to Tom Brady. Let's read this for all the New England people out there. Excited, humble, and hungry. If there is one thing I've learned about football, it's that nobody cares what you did last year or the year before that. That sounds rough. You're not good enough this year, you're a loser. No one cares.
It's like, but guys, I've won 6 times.
They're like, we want more.
We want more.
Get the next Brady. Fuck
You're not
this
the
guy.
GOAT.
Yeah, we need a new Nyjah.
They're denouncing him.
Nyjah got an injury. Ditch him. Ditch him. Rough.
Put him down.
You earn the trust and respect of those around through your commitment every single day. That's fair enough. I'm starting a new football journey and thankful for Buccaneers for giving me an opportunity to do what I love to do. I look forward to meeting all my new teammates, coaches, and providing to them that they can... What? Who wrote this? I look forward to meeting all my new teammates and coaches and proving to them... It was my reading. Brady's way smarter. Proving to them that they can believe and trust in me. I have always believed that well done is better than well said. So I'm not going to say much more. I'm just going to get to work. Year 1. P.S. Jack Brady with the photo cred. I'm stoked for him that he's like still playing football.
Yeah.
I don't know the politics behind it. You're saying you feel like he wasn't getting paid enough?
Yeah, there was like controversy over his contract last year or before him signing a contract.
He's won everything.
I know.
Maybe he's bigger than football. Is that the problem?
Yeah.
How's the Bucs?
Well, he's getting old too. That's the thing. But now, so he's like, "Fuck you. I'm leaving.
Dude,
I'm old, but other teams will fucking just pay me.
Yep.
I'm gonna cake it up a couple of years. Go down to Miami or Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa.
Tampa, right?
He's gonna hang out in the moat.
He's gonna be out in Tampa.
Tampa Pro
out
moat.
in the swamps.
Yeah, whatever.
That would be funny, dude. Imagine if he like had an interest in skateboarding and just went to the Tampa Pros and M's.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's like, man, these kids are crazy.
They're trying to turn it into a sport down there, so he might go to get some prospects.
Might get them on the TB12 training program.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, dude, Josh, we answered your question though. Maybe talk the difficulties skating East Coast. Yeah. To digress and go back, West Coast, there's less cracks.
Yep.
But there's a higher. You got to step your shit up, even if it's
you got to tiptoe around the shit that everyone else is doing.
Yeah, you got to step your shit up.
East Coast harder to skate, less people doing it.
Yeah, you can still find raw spots and they're new and like. So it's like there's pros and cons to that.
Yep.
Good luck, Brady, with Tampa Bay, okay?
Good luck.
You're going to be missed. Everyone.
No need for those Uggs anymore, though.
Yeah. What? Yeah, that's true.
He does Uggs.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he could still wear them down there.
It's Tampa.
Shout out to
He's got to have some sweaty toes, some swampy feet.
Shout out to Uggs if you want to support skateboarding. Hit us up, my J's. Otherwise,
it's cold up here.
Yeah, you're wasting your time otherwise.
We will skate your Uggs.
The only thing I got to say about Brady is just people do care about what you did, bro. There might be a few assholes out there that are going to hate you, but like I'm pretty sure everyone who's like sat there during every fucking game and all those championships, that shit probably they're probably grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the loudest people are probably just assholes that are just angry, and they probably care the most, and that's why they're assholes about it. Like, fuck him. We could have got another year of this shit. You know what I mean?
You fucking suck, Brady.
Yeah.
Like those types of guys.
Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah. It's always the guy who like probably couldn't even run the length of a football field saying, "Oh my God, this fucking guy. He fucking sucks out there."
What a cocksucker.
It's like, let's see you do better.
Yeah. You ain't doing shit, bro. Brady's gonna fucking school you.
I'll tell you when I played high school varsity.
Get him out there on the field. It's the problem in football is you have to be the best, otherwise you're a spectator.
Yeah.
Skating's not like that.
Yep.
You don't have to be the best athlete. You can just be a dude who brings some sort of value through like whatever. Like Ramsey's one of my favorite skaters.
Yeah.
Funny ass dude. Can barely kickflip on a good day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he brings something to skateboarding that's probably funner and better than hanging out with the dude who's solely focused on himself and his tricks.
Ramsey's one of the funnest dudes to skate with.
Yeah. And that's the problem against team sports and something like skateboarding.
Yeah.
It's like skateboarding is bigger than a team sport.
Yeah.
It could be a team sport, but it's way... Like, I feel bad for people that get into it and it would only be like a sport to them.
Yeah.
I just feel bad.
About
like,
making the team,
they're
about
missing
being
out.
the best.
Yeah, they're missing out on the freedom of skating, you know?
At tryouts, they're like, all right, who can kickflip? If you fuck up your kickflip, you just missed your shot.
They just
what if they were just having a bad day with kickflips?
They show you a version of Nyjah doing it. Like,
yeah.
This is what you have to do. Kickflip, back nose blunt. Now. Funny. I want 20 repetitions, boys and girls.
I mean, that's how he grew up, too, which is like
What's
gnarly. That's how he grew up.
Yeah, I mean...
He had that, like, crazy
his parents were
shit.
Definitely pushing him in
his
the direction.
His dad was fully skate coach, like, forcing him, like...
I heard that.
To do repetitions.
Yeah.
Oh, you crook the rail, crook it 30 more times. And feeble all the other rail. Like, you know what I mean? Hit
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
So I go for it. He does well in it. That's why I think it's funny to talk shit, because I'm sure he's happy as hell with his life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
He's not changing his life because we're like, oh, that's funny.
I'm secretly a fan of
nice.
that.
That's your sister's shorts.
But I'm making fun of it because, goddamn, it's corny.
Yeah. Oh, it's corny for sure.
Nick Barth is asking skating during a world pandemic. Have you been skating?
Yeah. Been skating a decent amount at the park. Been going street skating a little bit.
Yeah.
Street skating starting to get a little weird to like go to a city or something, but
it's probably desolate though.
It is desolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then lurking some local spots.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin was hitting up the group chat just being like, "Oh, everything's closed. Like, we should go to those spots, you know?" Like, he's right though, right?
He is right. It is the time. But I mean, then there's potentially a lockdown that happens, so that's what sucks. Everyone's kind of going to be stuck in their town for a little.
I think we're okay still, though.
Yeah, we're
not there.
They didn't make an announcement or anything. That's just
so.
Like a fake news.
I've been steady checking the news app on this fucking apparatus, and
yeah, because there was like that article you or Barth had maybe sent yesterday about them like potentially doing a lockdown.
Yeah, that was Barth just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Like he heard Joe at some workplace say it, and I was like kind of trying to check and see if that actually found
is that happening?
Online. Yeah, or if it's just hearsay.
Yeah.
I know like a couple cities, Connecticut, Illinois, New York, and California have been directed to sequester with only essential workers allowed away from home. Yep. The extreme measures is necessary to avoid the loss of potential tens of thousands of lives. So like those states, they're trying to tell people like not to go to work if it's not necessary, basically. Like only I
have some buddies in LA, and they were saying like you can only go to the grocery store, pharmacy, and then they actually approve for liquor stores and dispensaries to stay open too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta get high.
People gotta numb this pain. Yeah.
How was your pandemic? Yeah, I was wasted the whole time. Not too bad. I've been drinking whiskey the whole pandemic.
Yeah, you
Every
have.
night, just a little peanut
kidding.
butter
Just
whiskey.
A little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Peanut butter whiskey. That
Yeah.
sounds fucking good.
I gotta go buy more.
Yeah.
We're out. Yeah, we're out.
Well, luckily liquor stores are still open.
You like whiskey?
I like whiskey.
Yeah, I don't get like a bad hangover.
No.
Slight, but nothing really.
I hate vodka.
Yeah, it gives me a hangover.
I don't really. Yeah.
I don't hate it, but.
I mean, I'll deal with it.
Yeah. You want another question?
Sure.
You look like you want one. This one's from Iggy, Kyle McCoy.
Choo choo.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Doesn't like when I say him by his name. Oh, this is a good one, actually. Because one of my last guests was talking shit on you and Kevin's music selection. Evan. Did you hear that one? Yeah.
No.
Because there was a question. It was like, who has the worst taste in music?
Oh, that's
on the
hilarious.
Team? And he came at you
great.
guys. You didn't hear that?
Dude, no, I guess I must not have finished the podcast.
I got to go back to that and like snip that part out and put it on Instagram for people to hear.
Wow.
Dude, friendly fire, bro.
Shots fired.
It was because he was forced to answer.
Yeah.
But you know in your heart what he feels now.
Yeah, no. I can totally see Evan thinking that, though. I like some more alternative, like indie type shit.
Yeah.
Like, folky type stuff.
Me too.
But he likes more of a, old country or like...
kicking ass and taking names.
Exactly, yeah. He's a cowboy country guy. I'm just like, more of a folky type, like.
And metal,
but that's not all I listen to.
Too.
I listen to a lot of different shit. Like I like classic rock, metal, all that shit. But he listens to metal, so I don't know why I'd say that.
I'm just trying to start shit.
Yeah.
And
what the fuck,
he
Evan?
was forced into answering it.
Yeah. Well, he picked someone.
Yeah, you were at the bottom of the barrel.
I was at the bottom of the barrel.
Iggy said the music you're into, as in your top 5 artists and your top 5 albums. That's for both of us. But you got to at least give us an artist and an album if you can.
Artist and an album.
I'll go in.
You want to start? Yeah.
Wu-Tang 36 Chambers.
Oh, there you go.
First album I ever bought.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't none to fuck with. Wu-Tang's for the children. And for me, because I was an angry child, and Wu-Tang was just letting that anger out.
Yeah.
And knowledge, but they would just like let out the aggression through like, cursing and being creative and shit. It was awesome.
I would have to say
bumping so loud.
Yeah. And just like letting it all out.
Yeah, literally. I was like, my house was like, I think I was living in the trailer park, New Hampshire, and my house was kind of crazy. So I was just like, got this album. I was in my room, didn't want to hear shit, didn't want to listen to anyone. Put on
Wu-Tang
Here
Clan.
Comes the Motherfucking Ruckus as loud as I could. And like, because my mom didn't care. She was probably off like getting high or something in the thing. And like, so I was just in there bumping it so loud for hours. Just no one came, yelled at me. I'd just be like in there like fucking jamming out.
That's fucking classic.
Yeah.
How old are you probably? Like 13 then?
12, 13.
12, 13?
Yeah.
Listening to Wu-Tang Clan?
Some of the first music I got into was my homie Dale, and he got me into like Sublime and No Effects and Pennywise and Bad Religion. It was like punks, like skate punk.
Yeah. It's funny, dude. Skateboarding's like kind of what even got me into music.
Yeah.
I like didn't listen to music before I skated.
So what's like a musician you like with a
I like Pink Floyd a lot.
What album?
Fuck, all of them. I can't pick like a favorite one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But that's actually a band that, like, you kind of have to listen to them in full albums.
True.
Yeah, like that's what I always loved.
It's
about
the best
their
way,
music.
anyways.
Yeah. On the spot, I'd say like "Wish You Were Here" or "Animals," one of those two albums. But I also like Fleetwood Mac, "Rumors," timeless.
I used to live with Brian Sumner, and he loved Pink Floyd.
Oh, really?
Wish You Were Here. We had a
sick.
Birdhouse board, Wish You Were Here, like knockoff. It was Him on Fire.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Classic.
What's the famous Fleetwood Mac song? Changing, but I built my life around you, right?
Fuck, yeah. I don't think that's on Rumors. That's Landslide.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Sorry for my singing.
But the landslide bringing me down. Neither of us should have been singers.
You sound beautiful. You have a beautiful voice. Don't be so hard.
I'm tone deaf.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I would get the worst scores on Rock Band at Kevin's house as a musician, as the singer. Yeah, I would always get the worst singing scores.
Yeah.
One time we had Dooley over, dude. He didn't know the song. He didn't know the lyrics to it, so he literally just like went like and he got like 99% on
with
like
no lyrics?
the hardest. Yeah, he didn't. He would just make the tones. Dooley could be a fucking singer.
That's fucked up. Yeah,
so random.
Crazy.
He got the best score out of everyone. We were like, what the fuck?
All right, so you said Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Which is kind of folky, right?
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Let's go out of that genre.
Out of that genre.
Because I did hip hop, so I'll go out of that with my next choice.
I like Dr. Doggle. They're still kind of folky.
Yeah,
but they're more like
folky.
They're
what about
like
hip hop?
More indie. I don't listen to much hip hop, honestly.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
I can say basic shit
Get the
like
fuck
Biggie
out.
and Tupac because I've
Fair
listened to like plenty of that. But
say what you really mean.
Yeah,
Say what you really
I
mean.
really like Biggie and Tupac, but
Top 5?
I like Wu-Tang.
We're sliding top 5 in there. Is there any hip hop in your top 5? Because that's what we're working on right here.
Honestly, I don't know if they'd make it because I like a lot of other music. Not because I don't like hip hop, just because I like so much other music more.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm hurt. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Let it go.
If we had a top 10.
All right. So, what's another one? Unless you want me to go. I'll go
Another
again.
artist or
Yeah.
something? We're doing artists?
Artists and their albums. I'll do Florence and the Machine, and I'll do Between Two Lungs. I believe that's the album name. Or Highest Hope. That was really good.
Yep.
So good. Just because she sings amazing, and it's just like, I put it on, I'm like, this is like, corny to say, but like transcending music, sort of. Like, she's like, got it, you know? And it's like it's almost got like a religious feel to it, too. It's like, but she sings so good. I really love it. Her music.
Yeah, Florence and the Machine.
So
Fucking,
good. All the albums,
they're
honestly.
awesome.
I listen to them all the way through.
Yeah.
Every time I put them on, usually.
Damn, dude. I hate being put on the spot with music questions.
you,
Maybe
bro.
this is why Evan says I have the worst taste in music.
You gotta, I'm not letting you off the hook on this shit. You gotta come through, my G.
Still folky, but Neil Young's one of my favorites.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. What's the album from Neil Young?
Harvest Moon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. I just feel like I should be rocking in a rocking chair on a porch with a basset hound next to me.
Yeah. Old Man Sam.
Drinking some whiskey out of like a little moonshine bottle.
Old Man Sam.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ah, fuck. Billy always shows me really good music. I'd say fuck Evan for saying I have the worst. We'll,
You guys should fight
highlight
after
people's positives. I think Billy has the best taste in music on the
Yeah.
team. He always finds really rad shit.
Dude, you should beat up Evan
Dude,
over this music thing.
I mean, I'll fight him, but it might not go that way.
y'all don't. Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, he's a little pit bull.
He's square and he's
I
got
could like
low center.
wrangle around him because I'm lanky, but like he's a pit bull, dude.
I feel like he probably used to wrestle too.
For sure.
You think, right? Like in
Picture him
school or
in
something?
the full like
Unitard?
wrestling- Yeah,
Dude.
unitard.
With the headgear on and just
my
like
God.
your ball sack being held in all the time. You're like, oh, what am I wearing?
I wouldn't even know where to stop. It's like, what the fuck, Evan? He just charges me.
We just got him back for that shit he said
Yeah.
about your music taste.
Yeah, there you go.
Picture
Evan in a unitard.
unitard. Just ginger pubic hairs hanging out. Dude, they're mutants.
Oh,
Gingers
man.
are mutants.
Yeah,
Better watch
maybe that's why he's so fucking good at skating.
True.
It's mutiny out there.
Another album for me. There's so many. I love a lot of hip hop albums.
Yep.
DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. The first 2 albums were really fucking good. Love that shit. Brother Ali, pretty much any of his albums I really like. Common, I used to love Common Sense too.
I don't think I've ever heard them.
While. Common, you never listened
Nope.
to Common? What?
Yep.
Dude, Like Water for Chocolate, such a good album.
Uh-huh.
Actually has a bunch of few. He has a bunch of albums that are
Yep.
really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like a lot of hip hop, but I just need to be shown it. You know,
I get
someone
it.
plays a song, I'm like, oh, that's sick. Who's this by?
And
like, I like
hip-hop's-
Brother Ali a lot.
Yeah, hip hop's so wide too, and the types of hip hop that you can get.
Yeah.
You know, you get like some trap.
I'm not
shit,
finding
you get some,
anything like new now, really.
Yeah.
That's like
Well, yeah,
wetting my whistle.
yeah. I'm sounding like a boomer with my hip hop choices.
I sound like a fucking boomer with my overall choices. All my shit was from before 1970s.
Yeah.
Everything I just listed.
Yeah,
Except Dr. Dog.
that's true. Who else? God,
Yeah.
there was someone else I was gonna bring up. Hip hop. Tupac, obviously, that's just cliche to say, but it's so true. I
Yeah.
love his albums. I just can't listen to him too much because I get depressed after a while.
Yeah.
That might be my own issues I'm working through. Hell yeah, Kyle. Thanks, Iggy, for the topic.
Leonard Skinner.
Skinner, boys.
See, I always just think of like my favorite shit like when it's
Afterwards.
yeah. I saw Leonard Skinner. That was the first concert I went to. I mean, what's left of the band. It's like all their brothers and shit now, I think. And
Yeah.
the one guy that survived the crash.
Timmy put me onto this movie. God, I'm not gonna remember it now.
Was it the Motley Crue movie?
Yeah,
I watched it. The Dirt or something.
Sick,
yeah,
right?
that movie's fucked.
I was like, this is awesome, dude. Fucking so sick.
It was heavy.
Yeah, when I was down in Tampa Pro, one of the nights, like we didn't want to go out and rage because we were just like family time down there. So me, him, and his lady would go back. And just like, I'm like, family time on the couch. And you put the Dirt on. I was like, this movie's awesome. It's so just sick. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, dude. Fucking A.
Oh, and
I didn't know shit about Motley Crue.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, so it was very enlightening.
Yep. So funny. They have Ozzy in the movie. He's just like pissing himself at the pool.
He's at the pool and he's licking it up. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Did I ruin the movie by telling you Ozzy's going to lick his own piss off poolside? Hope not.
I hope
you watch it.
You could have guessed he does something after us. It's Ozzy.
Hope it makes you want to watch it. There's so many tits and ass in that, too.
Dude, for real.
There's like, they're sleeping with each other's girlfriends, like right as they meet. So one thing about Motley Crue.
Oh, my God.
Can't leave your girlfriend around.
Yeah. Oh, that movie is fucked. So sick.
Yeah, classic. It was Raw, too, done really well.
Yep.
All right, dude, stoked on this next question. Comes from an OG legend, East Coast OG legend, Broderick.
Sick.
Yeah, Gumpright.
Yep.
He asked, people wearing headphones at skate parks. It's lame even if they are really good, like wearing blinders. It's even worse at the street spots. Like, it's like, does this guy think he's too good to talk to us? The worst offense of all is filming with them. Pet peeve of mine. As free as skateboarding is, it should be forbidden. Ha ha ha.
I almost completely agree.
Yeah, why almost? What's
if you're alone at a skate park or something, and you're just trying to, but definitely the filming part. Fuck that. I'm not filming you if you're wearing fucking headphones, dude. I'm out there filming you. Like you don't want to even acknowledge that I'm there doing you a solid. You just want to be in your own world.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. It's weird. It's a weird little session. I remember Billy did it once, but to his credit, he tried the trick for like 2 hours. It was in Atlanta, that front blown he did in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Tried it for 2 hours. We almost left. He sat in the van for like 2 minutes listening to music and then just came out with the song like I'm super sparked on. He landed it like second try.
That's not, I don't
so
think
that
like
wasn't really a
what,
session. Yeah, but
I don't
no,
think
like,
that's
if
what
someone's out there like just street skating wearing headphones. It's like, dude, what the, or those AirPods?
Yeah.
When they have like one AirPod in or something.
We all know these dudes.
Yeah.
They show up to the park, they don't talk to anyone, they just put their headphones on and they're like,
weird.
They're training.
Yeah, exactly. They're training.
There is that. I mean, sure, there's everything in between, like Billy, where it's like 2 hours after trying to trick, you get the song. You're like, I'm sure there's things, but what we're talking about,
there's exceptions
is
to
dudes
it,
that are fucking training.
That shit's,
and
it's weird.
Yeah, and especially filming because like the filmer and the skater are working on something together, and you need to communicate. Like sometimes the filmer's like says something is like, oh, maybe try this way, or like so I can film it this way, or whatever. It's like a thing you work on together, and you're in the trenches together trying to figure out how to get these clips. And it's like, it's not as fun if you're just like,
then I'm just sitting on a fucking stair set by myself. Like
you're just working for them.
Yeah, like
it's no back and forth.
I'm alone, sitting on a staircase at a school, basically. Like, what am I doing with my life?
And then if you go to a park and you just don't make the
social
that's interaction, you just put them on. And
you're too good to talk to us and be part of the session.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird.
I get it, man. Like,
and
sometimes
then,
you want to be left alone. And I get that. Like, I used to skate with headphones on by myself. I wouldn't do it with a session because I'd much rather hang out and talk to people or at least say hi and then listen to the sounds of skating than just put on some headphones.
And then the thing, too, is, like, skateboarding, it's hazardous. There's people skateboarding, flying around out there. Don't have your fucking headphones in because someone might be yelling, yo, 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 as they're about to fly into you or, like, vice versa.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's that weird aspect, too, that, like, I know, like, people... They're like putting on the one song that motivates them, and it's
like,
usually
this is my training song.
You listen to it, you're like, can I hear what you're listening to? And it's like, yo, you're the shit, bro. You're the best. It's like self-help. Like, and they got it in, trying to like figure out what they're doing out there.
Honestly,
but it's usually like some trap rappers that are like telling them you're their shit. You're lit 100, fucking yo, money bitches hoes. And like, yeah, I need the song. I don't want to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna go listen to how I get money bitches hoes.
How I'm the best.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't stand when people take their headphone out and try putting it in your ear. I'm like, dude,
Corona. Corona.
Even pre-Corona, I was like, I don't want your headphone that's freshly out of your sweaty ear put into my sweaty ear. Like,
keep your earwax to yourself.
If you want to share the song, take out the headphones and play a quick second of it.
Get a fucking Bluetooth speaker so we can all enjoy this music, motherfucker.
Good question, Broderick. I hate Wow, I've really discovered a hatred for headphones right now.
I think the real discussion is it's because, like, people are growing and coming up and learning, and they're like, there's those young kids that are like kind of self-centered, and they're like, fuck everyone else, and they put their headphones on and they blame everybody, saying like, and they keep it on for isolation, and it's like, if everyone's the problem, then you're probably the problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't like. There are, and that's just part of like anything. Like, there's young people, and I've had that attitude before, like where someone pissed me off or offended me, and I was upset, and I was young, and I was like, fuck everyone, I'm just putting my headphones on. I don't need to hang out with nobody. But that's not good. You know what I mean? Skateboarding is a community and it's fun, and like, ultimately, it's way funner to skate without fucking headphones on. Like, you don't need Rick Ross telling you how late you are. Like, just look up and make some friends. I personally
can't skate with headphones.
Yeah.
I've never been able to. I don't anymore. Yeah, no, even when I was like younger, like alone at a park, like I've never really been able to, just because I like the act of skateboarding, because it's like, it's a meditation. You go mindless.
Yeah.
I don't want to be listening to a song, or not that I don't want to be, but like,
it's just
to try and do that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I like to just zone out in riding a skateboard.
Yeah.
But when you're at a skate park and like there's a whole session, like someone has a boombox or Bluetooth speaker just like playing music, that's always sick, because then it like brings an energy to the session or something.
Music can enhance it. Yeah. Yeah. I think the real thing is just those people out there that are just young and impressionable. It's like, don't be such an isolation. Like, even though they're telling you on the news to stay by yourself, but like, if you're going to a skate park and shit, like, make some friends, dude. Skating's way funner with friends. It's fun to skate by yourself once in a while, but dude, when you're with a bunch of people and you're hanging out, mood's good, everyone's talking, maybe everyone's listening to the jams together, like, that's the best, Yeah. The vibes are better then. Instead of you going like, I'm going to be in the next Naja when you're fucking like, Rick Ross telling you you're going to be the next Naja and how you're going to win everything and hit the lottery and you deserve it all. And you never had a job, and you don't even know how to work with people or yourself. You're not even sure how to communicate to people.
Yeah,
but you
can't even communicate in a social setting.
I get it, bro. We all go through things, but it's like, ultimately, it's not. You can do whatever you want in skating, but all I'm saying to end this is that skating is way better when you can like make friends and communicate and know each other than just by yourself all the time.
Yep.
So there's time and place. Time and place.
Well put.
Yeah. They'll figure it out.
Hopefully.
I'll figure it out. Someone will figure it out. Hell yeah, bro. Legend, by the way. Check out Orchard Skate Shop, too. Yeah. They've been holding it down for a long time. Bunch of OG skaters that love skating, and they prove it by how long they've kept skating in their life and how they've invested in skateboarding and the skateboarding community. And hell yeah. Keep killing it. Keep killing it.
They're moving, right?
I'm not sure.
I think they're moving.
Really?
Yeah, from Alston to like across the river or something is what they said in the Instagram post.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
They moved in the past, right?
Well, they've always had the Alston store, I think. Well, not always, but the Alston store's been one for a while. Yeah, they had a location on Newberry Street and one in the North End. Those were both while I was going to Emerson, so I would like go to those ones because they just happened to be closer to my campus.
They used to have the Bird's Nest Bowl too, right?
Yep, I think they just tore that out the other night because they're moving. I thought I saw like some demolition shit going on there or something.
Let's see if I can thoughts and prayers.
Maybe I'm just making fake news, but I'm pretty sure.
No. Let's see. Austin shop is closed. Do you know which post it was? So. You want to look through it? Try to find it out there. Dude, this coffee's getting me feeling good, people. Living my life out here. I already woke up, did a skate lesson with Chloe, skated with the All I Need kids. I started the flow team. Shout out to my homie Thomas, Chloe, and Anders. Those are the three flow All I Need kids flow status right there. Dudes are ripping. I'm stoked to have that going. Oh, I saw this post. Orchard Shop. On this day in 2006, we first opened the doors of our little clubhouse in Mission Hill, and it's been a wild ride that we've enjoyed every day since. We are super excited to share the news that this spring God damn it, Sam. I'm trying to read, bro. No, it's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, look at that. Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Excuse my interruption.
No, it's fine. Let's go for it. Let's just do this now. Want to hear the best sound in the world? Oh, cheers, mate.
Thanks. Cheers. To the podcast.
All All right, back to Orchard.
Back to Orchard.
We're super excited to share this news that this spring will be our last one in Alston, and we're now preparing for a move across the river where we can continue serving the greater Boston skate scene and community for many more years to come. Endless gratitude to anyone and everyone that has shown us love over the years. We never would have come this far without your collective support. Stay posted for more details coming soon, or swing on by and we'll fill you in on what's going down. Yeah, hell yeah. Congrats, guys. Moving,
sick.
Not a bad thing. Switch it up.
Yeah, sick shop. Broderick's the man.
Dude, bro's the ultimate man.
Yeah.
I've looked up to him since I found out about the Savage.
Yeah.
And then watched his street skating and was like, this guy's fucking insane.
Yep.
He's so gnarly. And then you meet him and he's like the nicest dude.
Yeah, he would always be super nice to me when I'd go to the shop. His
skating, like if you judged him off his skating, you'd think skating, he's a savage. Yeah. And then you meet him and you're like, what?
Yeah.
How do you get that
did all
from
that?
Yeah, like where does that come from?
Yeah, he's fucking good.
So good.
Nice guy, sick skater.
Legend.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And put on for skateboarding too.
Mm-hmm.
Some legends fade or burn out. The bro's keeping around, holding it down, bro.
Fucking moving shop locations.
Yeah,
just doing
multiple times.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's an endless list of people that he's helped out with their skating and getting opportunities.
For sure.
All right, next one. Red Alert Skate Shop.
Choo choo.
The boys out there
park.
Constantly killing it. Sick shop and park.
Yep.
And just live free and dying out there. You know?
Living free, and if not,
we're dying,
fucking dying, bro.
We're going extreme out here.
Love it, dude.
That's New Hampshire for you.
I love it. Yeah.
That's their motto.
Yeah.
You got to fucking live up to that shit sometimes, you know? Yeah, that's America right there.
That's America.
Piss and
it's
vinegar.
American as it gets.
I started skating in New Hampshire. I have a sweet spot for New Hampshire.
That's awesome, yeah.
I have a little bit of New Hampshire trailer parking, man. Always going to be in there.
Watch out.
All right, so this is a two-parter. Impact of Corona on skate shops. I know it's shut down business in skateboarding, all the shops.
It seems like, shops are closed now.
I've seen like a lot of them are like,
a lot of them
they're
are
still open,
open,
but they're doing like curbside. Like you can come and they'll drop it off, or like they're promoting their online.
Yep.
So I'm sure it's hurting business to some degree.
Yeah.
But hopefully all you motherfuckers out there are kicking in the dough if you need a board and shoes or clothes and you're like supporting your skate shop instead of going and supporting someone who doesn't skate and selling it to you. Like
Amazon.
Yeah, just go to like, definitely support your skate shops.
Yep,
if you have a skate shop in your area and you need skate stuff, support them. Whether it's, like just help, because the money goes back into skateboarding in your area. That's like a brainless one. It's like, use your brain. Don't just look for the best deal, because the best deal might save you some pennies, but it's
gonna hurt skateboarding.
If you spent the extra pennies in your local area, that might actually create more cool skateboard shit around you. So find the people doing that and support them, I hope skate shops are doing all right.
Yeah.
Have you heard any stories about?
I haven't heard any. I just think it's rad that they're staying open.
Yeah.
And also like making posts encouraging people to be safe, obviously.
Yeah. A lot of shops.
Hopefully they're like making money, because like no one has shit to do now.
You can go
People
skate.
need a nice new skateboard for this quarantine.
I feel like
they're staying open.
I feel like it's good to go skate during the shit.
Yeah.
Might not be good to like get packed into like a small indoor park.
Yeah.
But like,
and stay safe. Like, don't injure yourself. Like, you don't want to go to a hospital right now, but it's definitely good to have outdoor exercise.
Keep healthy by moving.
Exactly.
And get your heart going and immunities. You know?
But I hope skate shops are doing well right now. And if this stuff keeps going on or getting too crazy and shit, I hope enough, like, help or government fund it, just like maybe
people got bills,
have like
bro.
rent forgiveness for this strange time. Like taxes got pushed back
to July.
Yeah, right.
And they're talking about giving Americans checks.
Yeah.
UBI shit. I wish Andrew Yang stayed in the race a little longer.
I know,
this
right?
would have hammered home. Would have hammered home his point about people like money isn't the end all be all. Our health might be. Yeah. We might want to invest in that.
That's so funny.
But
because they're literally saying $1,000 a month while this stuff goes on. Essentially,
they're like, we can't, like, money can't solve all problems. So but maybe
took a page straight out of
the stock market can't deal with a pandemic, so now we have to just give the money back to people so they can survive and get through this and weather the storm. Crazy.
I hope people are like, I don't know. It seems like people are being nicer to each other. I feel like we'll be nicer all together a little bit after all of this. It's a strange time.
For a little bit.
And
then I'm gonna make fun of Nigel again. Everyone's gonna get mad.
What the fuck? I'm talking about like more of a person to person.
It's
level,
with every event like this. Like people are nice for a while, and then you get jaded again until something happens, and then you wake yourself out of apathy, and you're like, "What the fuck? Life is so fragile."
Yeah, that's like the best way I put it. Like it's just a big realization for everyone right now that life is fragile, and like we're all connected to this one guy that ate a bat in China. Like, we're all connected.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Dude, Bob ate the bat.
Yeah.
His name
Bob
was
ate the fucking bat.
Yeah. Bob ate the bat. Someone told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Yep.
One guy ate I love the
He ate
sound.
some bat soup.
He's like, I love the sound of the wing crunching under my teeth. You're not telling me what to eat.
Oh, my God.
This is
some delicatessen.
Yeah, I soaked that bat in fucking mop bucket for about 4 days, and now I'm cooking the shit, and we're eating it.
We're going to love it, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be good
with the
bat.
mop in the mop bucket. He's like, it's almost done.
This will be the best bat soup.
It's so gnarly, man.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary last night about the wet markets in China. I've actually been and seen them when I rode for New York. I went to China twice, both for a month.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anthony Clairval out there. If any of you know that OG, he's filmed tons of legendary skaters, took tons of teams to China and showed them around and everything. And
you saw like the wet markets and stuff?
Yeah, when I was there. I was like, whoa, because they're all like wild, exotic animals, and they're just all in this like market, and you can buy and sell and eat. And like
some are alive still,
Dude,
some are dead.
When I went to China, no lie, I saw a restaurant outside, not inside. They had a display case, and it literally was 2 halves to a dog. And it was boiled. It was a white dog. I have a photo on a hard drive. Dude, I'll try to find it. But they cut it like down the spine. Cut it in half, and the dog was like boiled, so it was no fur, and it was just like white skin and the teeth, and it had 2 halves hanging outside the restaurant to let people know they served like dog there. And it wasn't everywhere. It was like kind of like even in China, it was like we don't do that anymore, you know. But like at that time, it was like
that's heavy.
Took photos of it. It was insane, dude. I was like, this really happens.
Yeah. And it's like one of those things that you always say, like, growing up, like,
you just hear it.
Eating dog.
Yeah.
And then you saw it.
Some people do.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like,
crazy.
parts of the South here, or parts of, like, down here, they eat, like, crazy shit, too, you know? Like, I'm sure it's not just China. Like, people... That's a crazy thing, too, is, like, those wet markets started because it was an industry, and people were pulling themselves out of poverty. And then the government kind of agreed to it. They're like, yeah, this is an industry. It's
but there's no regulation.
Yeah, but it's so loose.
Yep.
It's like that's kind of what China's doing. We were doing that. Like America was like kind of the Team America. Remember that movie and shit? Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun. It's like all means pull ourselves out of poverty. We're the fucking greatest. Like moving forward. Like, and then like China's trying to do that too. Like at any cost. Like we just got to figure out. They have a huge population and they're like loose with the regulations and like it's fucking insane, man. The fastest way I've heard the fastest way we pull out of people out of poverty is to invest in the people, put the money back into the people and help.
I mean, it makes sense.
Part 2: how can they? Oh, this is back to the skate shops.
Yep.
Impact of Corona on the skate shops. How can they maintain when shut down? I would say I know in skating it's weird because they're always like anti-online, you know, like. But if you have a skate shop or a brand, like, focus on your online sales. I don't really think it matters. Like, it's good to have a physical location and have people come in and make sales. And, like, a physical location for a skate shop needs to exist because it's like a sanctuary and you get to hang out and you get to see everything and it's all real and tangible and you know what you're supporting. And, like, I love going to skate shops and supporting them and buying stuff and having 2-hour-long conversations about skateboarding and life with whoever's working. And, like, it's like the hangout where you get to learn... You get to have that whole, like...
It creates a skateboarding community.
Yeah, you get to have, like, a real connection with each other and talk about shit that matters. And it's, like, same with the skate park, you know? But, like, dude, if they have an online store and it doesn't matter. Like, support them. Support the brand, support the shop. Like, if you think they're taking the money and putting it back into things you love or they're representing the things you love in a way that you're like, yeah, put your money in that. And
why wouldn't you support that?
Yeah. Don't fall for the marketing gimmicks.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like, go figure out what's real for yourself and then support that, you know? So, like, I'd say if you're in a skate shop right now, focus on building up your social media or focus on promoting what you do have for product and figuring out ways to push it and sell it online. And hopefully people love you and support you and carry you through. And because people are still skating and it's not shutting us down. So, like, weather the storm. And if you own a skate shop / park, hang in there. If you got to work odd jobs, find ways to make money to carry it forward. What's going on out there?
We got a
is
10 coming in.
Is that my dog?
No, $10 bills being flown in.
Oh, Tara. Jesus Christ. I needed change earlier. She made change. Is it only two? Is it two?
2 10s. Should I slide?
Just take one. Give me one. I've been trying my best. Yeah. There
you go.
Hey, keep the dogs quiet, too, while you're down there. Get your hounds under control. Tara loves to interrupt the podcast, but it's fine. Thank you for the change. We love you.
Elwood slide.
Be safe out there. Yeah, if you're a skate shop, man, just focus on what you have, like for inventory and your community, and just figure out ways to maybe get some online sales and hold strong, man. Small businesses are in trouble, dude. If this shit, we can't do business, how long this is going to go on. And they're saying it's just the tipping point or just the starting point. It's going to go over months, It's like, if you can't pay your bills, you can't pay your bills, So
that's why I just hope there's like relief programs.
Yeah.
That end up
and they're talking about that.
Yeah. So hopefully it all works out for everyone and we get through this smarter and stronger.
Yeah. We're gonna. You have to be team people. Because it's like, what else are we going to do, Yep. I'm not saying think it's a hoax, but definitely be optimistic and be like, we're resilient, Humans are. And skateboarding, can't stop skateboarding. We can thrive in the ugliest situations.
Yeah. I mean, an apocalypse would make cool skate spots.
Fuck yeah.
Imagine fucked up roads and all the natural hips and shit that happen.
Yeah. That's dark but optimistic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. Good question, though, man. Honestly, I should be asking you that to Red Alert and to Orchard and Solstice. If you guys are out there and you work at a skate shop or you own a shop or whatever, or you just know or you're connected to your shop, leave a comment on iTunes or on the YouTube. Leave a comment and let me know what your shop's doing to stay afloat and how they're figuring out how they're going to make it work, Like, let me know. I want to know. I want to know what people are doing out there, So, yeah, All I Need podcast on iTunes. You can rate, and then you can leave a comment. So leave it on that, and I'll read it. I actually should read those comments on the podcast. I'm going to do it right now.
Do it.
I've been meaning to do this for a long time because this shit helps the podcast grow, and like it means a lot to me that people are willing to rate us and leave a comment and review us on iTunes, and same with the YouTube channel. It's like this shit gets me so sparked to keep doing this. Let's read some of these comments though. So I just went to the iTunes store, typed in All I Need Podcast or All I Need Skate. It pops up. You click on it, and then you can rate and review right there. We get 196 ratings. That's pretty good. 140 customer reviews. So that's cool. Let's see. Motivational and inspiring. They didn't leave their name, but Anthony, thank you for all you do for skateboarding. Your story and transparency is truly inspiring. I also really appreciate the support you show towards women in skateboarding. Thank you again with mad respect and love. Damn. Thank you. That's
Choo.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Love it. Great podcast. Skateboarding for the love of skateboarding. Thank you. That's Mike T out there. Shout out Vulture Crew. That's a good one. Great historic show. I miss skateboarding. It used to be my life as a kid, and now I have the perfect show to help me remember those wonderful memories. Glad I found your show and can't wait to tune in to the massive library. Subscribed. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Got some years of episodes to go through there.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Heavy load. And some legendary people, dude.
Yeah.
Been at this I was like one of the first skateboard podcasts, if not the first.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Been doing it for a while.
Yeah. I wish I could give these people a shout because they didn't put their names. If you put your name, I'll shout you out. And honestly, I just appreciate the engagement, man, and it helps the show. This one's funny. They just wrote random shit. I have a crush on Ben Cadow and Aiden McKay. What is it, Mackey? Aiden Mackey.
Yeah.
I floss my teeth most nights before bed. I do not read books anymore. I like checkers and Unos.
I don't read books anymore either, but I should.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should read books more. I mean,
I read a lot, but I don't really read books.
But it's like online and articles and shit. Yeah, I feel like there's just Well, I've heard like there's studies that show like if you read books, it like helps creativity because you just have to you're picturing a book in your head the whole time. So it's like It's doing a creative exercise once a day, basically.
Yeah.
I want to get more back into reading.
It's like the way you wire your brain is to read it and digest it and take it in. So it just adds to it. I listen a lot. I listen to tons of podcasts.
I closed the curtain.
Handle your BI, kid.
All right.
That's why I put the curtain up, because this happened to me the last 3 podcasts. Let me read some of these more. Let me see. Great topics, hosts and guests. Thank you. Love the podcast. Been listening on Spotify. Yeah, it's on Spotify as well. Yeah, man, these comments are awesome. So leave a comment on here. Let me know what your local shop's doing to survive. That would be awesome. Because I want to know. Because, dude, who knows?
Yeah.
With All I Need, it's like...
I don't own a shop. I don't know what you're supposed to do in like a crazy time like this.
Yeah.
Like if any other people have advice or any shops out there are onto something that's working...
Let us know.
Yeah, let everyone know.
Feedback helps.
Yeah.
With All I Need, because I consider All I Need a skate shop.
Yeah.
Because we have a digital online skate shop, and those sales come in, and I'm thankful for those. They fucking help us out, you know? Because sometimes I'm like, we're spending a lot of money to make a little bit, you know? The margins aren't great. Skateboarders are finicky, and like, you know what I mean? Some are just buying them at Zoomies and not caring about local skate scenes. So it's like, it seems like an uphill battle a lot of times, but like, we're definitely a skate shop as well as a brand, you know? So, like, we deal with sales and customers and all that stuff. And those online sales help us carry forward when shit like this happens, you know? So, like, if you have a local brand or skate shop and you want to support skateboarding during these troubling times and you got the income and you need the board or the shoes or the clothes or whatever, hit them up online, you know? Especially if there's pandemics breaking out. It's the only thing I can really say. Or at least, at the very least, share their stuff on social media, you know? Like, build their following, help more people, more eyes, because maybe that be a customer that's like, oh, they got the board I want, or the whatever, you know? Exactly. Or I like that, and they need it right there, so. But solid question, man. And I hope things are good for you guys at Red Alert and all the East Coast and all the shops that support All I Need. I hope you guys are weathering the storm, man. We will survive, friends. Nothing lasts forever, so this pandemic will end at some point, and we will be the survivors because skateboarders are built for the future. Choo, choo, choo. Choo. You ready for more?
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of the same question. Just Jim Crooks from Gansett, actually, shout out. He says, how to support small businesses during this challenging time. Share their stuff.
Yeah.
If you need to make a purchase, go direct to them.
Yep.
Don't buy from all those bullshit. Just go right to the source. Hell yeah. If they, like, a lot of these small brands bring more value than just selling you something, you know? Yep. The money goes into the community and they bring back the value through, like, having that spot to come hang out or throwing that event or doing that party or whatever, you know?
Yep.
It's, like, amazing. Okay.
Yeah, Narragansett does really cool stuff, too.
Tons of good shit. Yeah. And they help tons of artists, and they help tons of small businesses, and they collab, like, with us and tons of people all the time. So, like, I show them endless support. That was the one thing I did when all this shit was going on. I was like, fuck, I'm just going to go through and repost all this core shops.
Oh, yeah,
repost their sales, repost their online shit. Like, I was just like, we got to help them because, like, we all got to help each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't care, like, they help us by buying our boards, and that's awesome, you know? But just buy something from them, you know?
Yeah.
They'll keep buying from us, you know? If they stay open. So it's like, just let's support each other however we can, you know? All right, next question. Nate Stewart, shout out. He says, do you think that Trump is trying to copy what made Andrew Yang so popular by giving everyone $1,000 to help his re-election campaign?
I never thought of it in that sense.
I don't think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's like an opportunist, you know, like he'll do whatever, you know, like that'll help him.
Yeah.
But
what I imagine about him is he would be the last one that would be down to do that idea.
Well, it's funny because, like, once this happened, they're basically taking... I'm not political, so please, I'm just going to use some fucking terms. I don't mean I'm on anyone's side.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so...
Yeah, but but since this thing happened, all the strong points that the Democrats make, the Republicans are taking them and using them because they're in a pandemic. So they're talking about giving free shit away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like $1,000. Whereas like before the pandemic, they were like, no, that's crazy.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Make your own money. Like there's no need to share. Like it's like, there's the truth is in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think they're doing what they have to do.
Yeah.
Because when real life shit happens, like a pandemic, you realize like, oh, dude, people actually do need help. Not everyone is a layabout fucking asshole who's just eating off the system.
Yep.
There's shit that happens that's bigger than a stock market, like a pandemic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, I don't think Trump is intentionally, or the Republicans or whatever, whoever controls the House or whatever it is intentionally copying them for re-election. But I feel like Andrew Yang had some really fucking good ideas.
Yeah. It just like so happens that the ideas of these like progressives are what you need to get through a pandemic.
Exactly.
And it's cool because silver lining of a pandemic is, have you seen like the statistics about like how much carbon emissions and whatnot have gone down since like so many countries are shutting down production?
I
and
heard
stuff.
China has blue skies again.
Yeah, like that's fucked.
It's fucked up, but I heard it.
But that's awesome. Good for Mother Earth.
Yeah, that's Mother Nature just shit her pants. Tropic Thunder.
Yep.
He blows up the jungle.
Oh, that movie's sick.
Well, that's like,
dude, that's what I've been doing during quarantine, is just trying to watch fucking good movies.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I watched Fight Club the other night for the first time. Have you ever watched that?
The first time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd never watched Fight. Yeah. Dude, it was sick.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
But the first rule about it is I can't talk about it, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I just think Andrew Yang's forward thinking and more concerned about humans than money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I think he genuinely just like is like, look, humans are our real currency. Like the creativity that humans have, and the perseverance and the connections and the passion and drive. These are things that move our economy, you know? And it's like we have to take care of number one, which is ourselves, you know? Like we gotta cover our bases, like, so invest in humans. Like, don't be too pessimistic about humans. There's people out there that just think humans are the worst.
Yeah.
And they love material shit over humans.
Yep.
It's like,
for sure.
I'm team human.
I
think humans make the material shit.
Yeah.
And so we gotta take care of them. We don't have to make the game so ruthless that we have more losers than winners, you know? And that's kind of like an extreme capitalist point of view, is like, they're like, yeah, fucking, this is like,
get your riches,
yeah,
screw
like
everyone
it's
else.
Cutthroat, yeah, do whatever, like fucking regulations and all that shit. And again, the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Exactly.
We need walls, but we don't need tons of walls. We don't need to rely on walls.
Like,
they'll
people
hold
can
you
be
back
rich,
if you
but
let them.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a gross amount of richness out there.
We could also share too.
Yeah, we can share the wealth.
Yeah, it doesn't have, and we don't have to.
Everyone gets a piece of the pie.
Yeah, but we don't have to be extreme either, and just be like everyone gets free shit all the time. It's like, no, the truth is in the middle. Like, let's help people that need help and try to get them so they can work on things that matter with people that matter, so they can be part of the game.
Yeah,
it's just the whole thing gets so extreme where it's so hard to even be part of it because it's all bought up and controlled, and you're not part of it.
Yeah,
kind of like the Olympics.
Yeah.
You can't be a part of it unless you jump through all these hoops and you have $1 bazillion and they pick you and put you on the team and like all that shit. And it's like,
it's a solid comparison.
Yeah. It's like, I'd rather just stay in the mud and hoops. Yeah, I'd rather stay in the mud with real people and build our own shit instead of having to play your games, you know? So it's like, it's always a gray area.
Makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
But there has to be some structure to the things, you know? Like, can't just be fucking no walls.
But help people that need help.
Yeah. Yeah. Please, yeah.
I'd say that should be. Like,
we could do better at a lot of things.
Sure.
Let's be honest. Like, healthcare could be better. This pandemic's proof of that.
Yeah.
And then, we could be better at a lot of things. Prisons, we could figure out the prison system a little better, and the drug policies a little better. Like, we all know this shit. You know what I mean? But then when it comes to profit, it's like everyone gets all up in arms.
Yeah.
Like, you're anti-fucking making money because you care. It's like, I don't know,
communist.
dude. Yeah, socialist.
Yeah.
Shit. It's like, let's just realize that humans create all the wealth. So let's find a way to make the ride less brutal for humans. Maybe not too easy that they're just like, they're all like little scooter riders that think they're the best already. You know what I mean? Like they're already at the top of the mountain. Like, I'm the best, most lit thing ever. And it's like, all right, so we can't make it too easy, but let's not like, let's balance this bitch out.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
For real.
You know? Fucking A, dude.
But hey, they're not asking us for any fucking solutions, so.
I mean, if we really wanted to make a change, we just had to run for politics and join their game and figure it out.
Play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like getting into the
That's
Olympics.
why I was like Andrew. Yeah, that's why I was like Andrew Yang was like trying to play the game, and he was coming up with real solutions that could actually change the game a bit, and like. And they were kind of like pushing him out, you know, like the money. They were using the money to push him out. And his whole thing was like, if money's the sole purpose of politics, we're fucked, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, same with media. If it's all for profit, they're going to do whatever for clicks and profit, you know, and it's counterproductive to human lives, you know? Like, but like, and then he dropped out because he couldn't afford to keep up or compete. So it was like, because obviously money, cash rules everything around me, going back to Wu-Tang, apparently.
Yep, for real though.
So it's just like, we got to figure out a way to balance that out. I'm just not as pessimistic. I'm more optimistic about people. I feel like if you gave people $1,000 a month, what'll eventually happen is they'll realize, like, once they have financial security to pay their bills, they'll realize that money is not everything and that they still have to figure out what they're going to do with their time and what they're going to aim at and what they're going to assign value to. You know what I mean? Because right now, most people assign all the value in life to money because they need it.
Yep.
It's like if you don't make, like, people work jobs they fucking hate because they have to pay their bills, and it's so like you have to take whatever because there's not all that opportunity, you know? So it's like you're just like, my whole life is work, and a lot of people might not even like the fucking work, you know what I mean? So it's like they can't even get their head above water to think about what's next, you know? Because you have like one bad accident or a pandemic breaks out or
you fall behind, and it's so hard to get back to where you were.
It happens to everybody, dude, you know?
You're just stuck in the hole.
Yeah. And some people aren't even fucking business minded. Like, not everybody has to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, some people just need to figure out how to make a living, you know? And maybe we could find ways to do that, you know? Like, I'm just not as... I don't think humans are the worst, you know? I think, if anything, if we secured everyone's bag monthly, people would figure out what to assign value to that's not just money, and they would work at those things, and then they'd build industry and make money.
Yep.
Like, skateboarding is a prime example. Like, if I had $1,000 a month, that would just free me up to not have to go work in a warehouse, and I could just work more on building skateboard industry.
Yeah.
Where we could create more jobs, more filmers, more artists, more pros, more amateurs, and we could all live this little dream we enjoy, and we could assign value and work at it hard, and it wouldn't be easy, but like we could make our living doing that.
Yeah.
That's a fucking dream to me. And it's going to happen regardless, even if I have to work a job or not, but it's like, I just think like there's more things that are valuable than just money.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to cover your needs and you have to pay your bills, so that is number one.
Yep.
But if we move past the whole like your needs covered, I think we'll survive and move forward. If anything, people will have more free time to think and use their brain and creative abilities, maybe through online or whatever, than just like working some job they hate. You know?
Yeah.
So the whole thing they're talking about is robots and machines taking our job, and what are people going to do with no job? They'll fucking figure it out. Money is not everything, you know? Humans are, like, human interaction. People most of the jobs that I think should get paid a lot don't get paid a lot. It's unbelievable, like caretakers and shit.
Yeah, that's
and it's
the
like
worst
they take
part,
care of the most valuable thing, which is people, you know? It's like people create the wealth. I think we just keep going in circles because politics is bought up.
Yeah, honestly.
It's the Olympics of life.
Yeah.
It's all bought up, and everyone has to play the game, and you're all bowed to the Olympics.
There's always a hoop you got to jump through.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just leave me alone. I'm just trying to live my life.
Yep.
Please leave me alone. Oh,
and then you throw a fucking virus our way. Oh, thanks.
I know.
That's
then
cool.
real life happened. Because that's like how I grew up. I grew up where I was just like a little kid, and everything was always falling apart because like my parents' structure, and they're all a mess. And I was just like, I can't even play the game because I can't even get past my own thoughts and emotion because everything's so up and down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I cared more about like chilling and relaxing in my own like sanity, you know, than trying to play some game or keep up with bullshit, you know? It's like,
which I feel like that's important too, is like people
mental health.
Yeah, exactly. Like cherishing like being able to have their own mental free time, whether or not it's like free time, but like a mental free time and a peace and quiet. Like I feel like that's important for people to recognize as a need. Because I think a lot of people don't even realize like, I should like let my brain just chill for like 30 minutes a day or something. Like let the thoughts flow and unwind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
everyone's just go from when they wake up to when they go to sleep.
Because we live in a world that's like, if you're not first, you're last.
Yep.
And everyone's kind of indoctrinated with that thought, like growing up, like you're in the greatest country ever, and you can do whatever, and you can have millions, and everyone's trying to sell you these dreams that like they're trying to rob you of your paycheck, and they're like, you're gonna be the next Nyjah, buy this fucking trap album, and you're gonna be so lit, and it's like. People get caught up. It's like your patterns are born like that, and you just follow those patterns, you know? It's hard to deprogram from everything, you know?
Wish we could figure it out for
other
everyone.
Countries have more emphasis on family time and each other, and like, it's not the almighty dollar. I love making money, but I only like making money so we can spend it on people. You know what I mean? What can we do together with the money? Yeah, like...
I like to do fun stuff. Unfortunately, fun stuff costs a little bit of money.
But I don't want to just chase zeros because it's a sport and I want to be the best at the sport.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to be able to like keep going on a skate trip or, you know.
Let's make a lot of money so we can all do things we love with people we love instead of like making it so I can just be on top of the mountain with Nyjah and my fucking headphones on with my Lambo and everyone can look at how lit I am 100. Cheer, cheer.
Yep.
There's a difference, you know? Let's go back to Broderick. He's got more questions. And his last one was awesome.
That was sick.
All right. Something to ponder. What goes on in someone's head when they do a trick? Maybe a real gnarly one. Complete, total concentration and mental escape. 100% concentration on the moment. I'm sure it's different for everyone. You take this one. How do you feel when you're trying something that's scary and you're really working on for a video part, say? A trick?
If it's scary, I'm just like, I feel like I zone out and I don't really pay much attention to like, I don't know, people get easily distracted by like traffic or pedestrians or stuff, but like that's what I try and do when I'm doing a scary trick is just completely zone all that out and like focus on my breathing and just like only looking at the obstacle itself.
Your mouth breathing?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Just like that, like looking down the barrel of something, you know?
So total concentration, like he's saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I just try and block everything out. It's just me and the filmer.
Yeah.
You good? You good? I'm going right now.
He's like taking his earbud out. Huh?
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck you, man. Give it to the other homie.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Put it back in.
That's actually one of the worst parts of when you're trying a scary trick is if like the person that's filming, because I'm the filmer, you know what I mean? So I just have the buddy who's there skating, one of the buddies in the session, like, hey, can you please film me try this scary trick?
I guess I'll try to film the filmer, bro.
So then, like, you're about to try something that's scary to you, and, like, someone's, like, if they seem distracted at all, that's the worst, like, compounded distraction on top of you trying to do this trick. Like, oh, I'm about to do something that I could get broke off on, and you might not even get the clip.
Yeah.
Or, like, I don't know.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
it takes two to tango when you're filming. When you're filming, it's a joint effort.
Yeah.
You both got to be there.
I just want to be able to zone out with that person. Like, you get, and also when I try something scary, I'm like, I go rapid fire. Like, I don't, like, take my time and, like, do a flat ground trick.
I'm always talking you down from that one. I'm like, dude, take your time.
Yeah, just breathe. Just breathe.
Dude,
I just want to get it over with.
No, I get it. Yeah. Sometimes that works.
Yeah.
Rarely.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
Yeah. Haven't been trying too much, like, shit that scares me, though. That's the thing, also. Yeah. I haven't been, like, trying something that makes me overwhelmingly nervous. I've been trying to, like, stay more in a comfort zone of, like, you know, trying to skate more technical shit or like doing something. I'm not jumping off a fucking roof as of recent. And I noticed that the other day. I like went to this sick 8-stair rail with Kevin. And I was like, dude, I don't think I've jumped down 8 stairs in like a year and a half.
Oh man.
He was like, just try and jump it without your board. Dude, I felt like I crumbled when I hit the ground. I was like, fuck, I need to stop skating the ledges. Like
fucking Sammy
get
slams.
some impact going up again.
No, I know that feeling.
Yeah. So I don't know. With tech shit, it's just, that one's a whole different battle. Your mind is just going to the deepest, like, most darkest depths you don't ever want to visit. You're like, am I not landing this because I had some traumatic experience at 4 years old and I can't pop my fakie? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, I don't know. I feel like I learned something about myself when I just battle something that's like not scary, but just like mentally abusive, like a tech trick or some shit.
Mine's like that with scary shit too.
Oh, really?
I like, because I work from the bottom up, so I'm inching towards it.
Yeah.
I'm not really the dude who's just like, I'm going to do a first try. I'm like,
I try to be that dude.
Yeah, sometimes, but rarely.
Yeah.
And then when it gets to the point, it's almost like I've overthought everything and took into every situation and processed it all. And then to actually land it, I have to shut it all off.
Yeah.
Because then at some point I'm holding on to everything and I've done all the math and I'm looking at people and I'm like, next one, Sam. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, that didn't help last time, but we did it again. And then I'm like, there's a person in the way. And I'm like trying to process everything and get into it. I'm thinking about the feeling and the heartbeat and the moving. I'm trying to conserve my energy because you know you're going to get tired and start losing it. And your insecurity. And you're like, I don't know if I can do this. And why did I get myself into this? And then it's just like, I get to like slam or make, or I'm like, I've processed everything, I've worked it all through, and it's like now I just gotta like put it all together, and either I do it with enough energy, or I get to the point where I'm just out of energy, I take a slam and I'm fucking out, or I just black out and I'm like, I'm running away.
Yeah, that's the craziest one when you black out and you're just like, I guess it worked.
Yeah, you're like, either I'm gonna pass out and hit my head and die, or I'm gonna land this shit. And sometimes you land it, you know? Victory!
It's fucking funny.
And then you get your Wheaties box and you hang out. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking on this thing.
It'll make you feel good for like a whole week.
Dude.
You land a sick trick out in the streets. You go home, you're like floating on cloud nine.
I think about that shit. There's tricks I've done that I'm like, if I actually stop and think about it, I'm like, I get the feeling again.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. My head almost exploded.
Yeah.
But I rode away.
It's funny too, like how over just the hour duration of like trying a trick, you can develop so many habits. Yeah. You're like, all right, I have to walk up the stairs 2 at a time. I'm gonna like tap my board twice at the top. I'm gonna ask the filmer every try, you good?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like do a roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to have let my neuroticism take over. Yeah. But then I realized it wasn't helping because then it was just adding more shit for me to do.
Yeah.
So then I do the opposite now. I used to do that and it would kind of work. It was like a mental game you play with yourself.
Yeah. But it's now like a little checklist of what you have to go through.
Yeah, now I do the opposite. Yeah, now I do the opposite. I go,
that's sick.
When I have that impulse, I go, no, let's just try to land it. No, just try to land it. Don't do that. Just try to land it.
Yeah.
Just like, because a lot of that chatter is just chatter. You know? Yeah. It's like games with yourself. You're distracting
just like, turning it into a little fucking board game in your head.
Yeah, I used to do that. Sometimes you gotta like fuck with yourself just to get shit done, though, you know?
Yep. Sometimes I wish I was like good at physics. Just start doing fucking equations at the spot.
Turn into fucking some like autistic genius. Like, I got it all figured out. Here you go. Here's the corona flu fucking pandemic. This is the
like I was trying to figure out how to hit this rail, but I found out the vaccine to corona, so that's cool.
Give everyone money here. Right, what? Okay, I guess. Tell Trump.
I solved poverty too.
Yeah, poverty solved.
Trying to lip slide this rail.
Yeah, backside lip. Oh. This is kind of a similar one. Does New England produce different breed of skater due to the weather? I'm not doing this now, but when I was younger, I'd go skating below freezing just to say I did. But as you know, our spots are often rougher than other places. They just don't make the ground as smooth here. It's a different environment. We kind of touched that one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'd say one thing in particular, what he was saying is, or she,
this is Broderick.
Yep. Oh, okay. You're thinking about skateboarding on like always on a seasonal basis.
Yeah.
So like once end of summer, beginning of fall starts coming around, you're like, oh shit, like you really got to do what you want to do before the next few months. Yeah. So I'd say that's one thing that like really makes a difference rather than just being able to hit that spot next week. Like, you kind of got to hit it now because it's going to fucking snow and be 20 degrees next week.
The weather creates some urgency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's a plus, I think.
Yeah, I'd say that's a positive for sure.
Excuse me.
And fall time's like always the best time to go out street skating. You know,
yeah, the weather.
Cool colors, like it's nice and vibrant. The weather, you feel the pressure from like having to get shit before winter's there. You're like, let's get it done.
Yep, it's exciting.
Yep,
it's exciting, boys. Okay. R3 Creative says, why are helmets and pads such a negative thing in skateboarding?
I feel like they're becoming less negative.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But skateboarding's fucking badass, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
I don't know.
Tattoos and bandanas, bitches.
I really couldn't answer that, but yeah, it's a thing.
Well, let me rephrase it because it's just I know what he's getting at.
Yeah. Well, it's like why would someone get shit on for wearing a helmet?
Yeah,
like,
why do you think those people out there that shit on people wearing pads? Why do you think? What do you think their justification is about pads, hating pads? What's the pros and cons about?
I mean,
pads?
for the most like little kid sounding answer, it looks dumb.
Aesthetics. That's a good answer.
I know, but it's like such a little kid. I mean, yeah, but it's
not
such
a little kid. Fuck you, bro.
It's a little kid. If someone wants to wear a helmet and knee pads, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not gonna be like they just look weird.
I get that, but I can be like, you're a grown man street skating with knee pads on. I can be like, it just looks not as good. That's like just a preference, you know?
Yeah, it looks weird, but it is a little kid sounding response. Whatever. I feel like
whatever. Grow up, Sam. Grow up, bro. Seriously.
You look weird. You know,
dude. That's a huge important thing to me.
Yeah, I know.
Aesthetics matters.
Yeah.
Because I like.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying aesthetics don't matter, but like
it matters.
When
I
see like someone doing something like that, I just try and like not have an opinion because like they're doing it for their own safety. And who am I to judge?
Here, let's divorce people's feelings from this. If you had the choice to watch Heath Kirchart do a backside nose blunt,
yep,
down a fucking sick ass square handrail, proper and steezy with his gear, no pads on, or watch Nyjah do a tray flip to backside nose blunt, tray flip. Tray
flipped into.
Yeah, so you're going like a board side and you're tray flipping, and somehow he's turning that into a backside nose blunt, gapping over a pyramid in some contrived skate park with fucking knee pads and helmets on in those compression pants.
I think I'd have to see that.
Aesthetics would be Heath Kirchart doing that back nose blunt, even if it was on a fucking curb.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
No, I get
That's nothing childish about that answer. That's adult shit right there.
Yeah. It's grown man shit.
Dude. Fucking A, bro.
No, I know what you're saying, but...
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, at least?
I kind of know what you're saying. I get it. Yeah. I get it.
I think if we were to unmarry the idea of, like, the helmet and knee pads, but say, like, you know, camo pants or jeans...
Yeah.
I'd say jeans. Why? Because camo pants look weird. Well, fluorescent camos.
Yeah,
fluorescent. Like, yeah. I need to be specific because, like, actual, like, camo looks kind of sick.
Kind of cool. You can pull it off.
People can. I can. I definitely could.
So, what you're saying, though, so if I can come over to your side a little bit.
Yeah.
I with pads, if you're a little kid or some boomer, and I hope to be a boomer one day, and you have elbow pads, knee pads on for your logic, because you're like, I don't want to get hurt, and skating's more important than the way I look, then fine.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Fine. But to me, the part of skating I love very much is the way it looks.
Oh, yeah.
I love the way it looks. I love when someone has style, and it's not like padded up in a skate park. It's like... It's like they chose what they wear. They chose how their limbs move. They worked really hard at forging that style, and they don't want to just like you can. I feel like you can learn to skate with or without pads and be safe.
I feel like pads actually stunt your ability to learn how to fall the right way. Unless you're a vert skater.
They can.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if you're trying to bail on a 7-stair to your knees, you're take those pads off, you might shatter your kneacaps.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're going to forget. I don't have them on.
Yeah.
I feel like I think both sides are fine. There's obviously you can do pros and cons for pads and not pads, and everyone's right. Okay, you're all fucking right. You're all right. Okay,
everyone gets a trophy.
Yeah, everyone's on the fucking. There you go. But right, can't even have an opinion these days. But to me, I grew up skating, and don't get me wrong, I've had injuries. None that pads really helped me with, because I tore my ACL. A pad wouldn't help with that.
Yeah.
That was just me overdoing what I should have been doing, you know?
Yep.
I grew up skating without wearing pads, and I took some bumps and bruises. Nothing I didn't survive, and I'm fine. I'm content. And, like, I've lived a good life. I've had a lot of fun. and I feel like I've had good style without the pads on.
I don't know, dude. I would actually like to see some of that footage with helmet and pads. Imagine.
I wear helmets occasionally if I need to. If they make me or whatever. If it's like the rules are. Yeah. I'd rather skate than not wear a helmet.
That would be sick to see, like elbow pads.
You want some pads on me?
Yeah.
Fucking maybe a jock strap.
Yeah.
Send this motherfucker to the Olympics.
Wear a unitard with elbow pads and knee pads.
But then, like, so the other argument is like, kids need to have it. And it's like, yeah, maybe if your kid is out there as a fetus and you got him skating at 5 to 12, it's like, yeah, let them learn with the pads on, and then when they get some control and understand how to fall and like know their limits, they can gauge their own risk.
Yep.
Because that's what it is. You're gauging risk. You're assuming risk. So you don't want to completely take that away from someone. That's half the reason I love skating is I get to assume, like, I get to go, okay, I've worked really hard at this, and here's the line for me. And now I want to push it a little bit past it.
Yep.
Because I'm going to get high if I land this. You know what I mean? Like from the landing. Yeah. And it's like, and it's not the same if I know I can just knee slide.
Yeah.
There's got to be like some parameters. It's a game, you know? So it's like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, you're just shooting me out of a cannon with a bunch of pads on. And it doesn't matter. I'll land everything.
Yeah.
Or I'll fall and slide it all out.
Well, we'd have mattresses out so you wouldn't hurt yourself.
Did we cover
Safety
that?
is number one.
Did we cover that?
Yeah, we did.
All right.
Nice. I think so.
I feel like we did. Solid question, though. I think it gets it's a negative thing in skateboarding because skateboarding is to most people, it's not just the sport or safety. It's recklessness and it's fun and it's style and it's chaos and it's creativity and it's the human spirit. So there's a lot of people out there that are like, fuck your pads.
Skateboarding doesn't look as free when you're wearing like a helmet and safety pads, you know.
Well,
doesn't look as free.
It's against like the spirit of it is to like not be controlled and told what to do.
Yeah.
Precisely, you know? That's what a team is. You get on the team, you have to follow the rules, and then you don't make the team, you know?
Yep.
Whereas skating, it's like, we'll figure out what risk we can assume and where the line is and try to control it and like, you know what I mean?
And then you have those people that don't give a fuck about what the risk is at all.
You
got the dudes that just show up and start sending it.
The ragdolls out there. He's like, let's go to El Toro. I'm going to put one board at the top, one board at the bottom. I'm going to carcass toss all the way.
Oh, my God.
And then someone filmer was like, I'll film that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Beautiful. I hate to say this, but my bladder right now, I feel like I'm usually good, but like, the bladder right now is hurting. You want to take a break?
If you want to.
Hold steady.
If you need to.
Yeah.
If you need to.
Boomer needs to take a break. Daddy needs to take a pee-pee break, okay? But we got more questions, which I'm excited for because we got a bunch more questions. We'll be right back.
Word.
A little bathroom break, and we're back. That was a good break. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, friend. All right, we got more questions. We're going to send this one your way because I feel like I've been talking, so it's your turn. Vulture Crew says, pros that got you into skating and why? No rush. Take your time.
Honestly, well, I'd say what first got me into skating was just like, I was in middle school, and it was like a lot of little kids in middle school were skating.
Sick.
And they would always be going to Edge on Friday nights.
That's good.
I'm like, well, what's this? What's Edge? Dude, I'll side note real quick.
Okay.
My expectation of Edge before ever being a skateboarder or anything, just like I found out from a few kids on the basketball team that like they go to Skater's Edge. Dude, I thought it was like a laser tag type place, like all black lights with like glow in the dark type shit. Like,
really?
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize it's just a fully lit warehouse.
You didn't know what
ramps.
a skate park was?
No, I didn't realize what an indoor skate park would be. I thought it was gonna be like some crazy like laser black light glow in the dark shit. Like,
Sam's like, we're gonna get glow sticks. It's gonna be sick.
We're gonna rave with Nija at Edge. Like,
it's gonna be purple and green. It's gonna be awesome.
But yeah, I'd say honestly, it was more just like kids at school like were doing it, and like
that's not the
since
question.
I was a kid.
It's not the question.
All right, well I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Since I was a kid, skateboarding always seemed like a really cool looking thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then I found out kids that I go to school with do it. I'm gonna try and like figure this out, and then as I got more into skateboarding, so I was like kind of fully into skateboarding when I started learning more about like pros and stuff. It would probably be like you, Westgate.
Damn, I'm on the list, bro?
Yeah, just like it's sick that there was like there were people in
Locals.
the area, that I could be like, oh shit, like these pros are going to the skate park. And then when I found out the guy that kickflipped El Toro, like everyone's looking that up in middle school when that happened. To find out it's Dave Baczynski, another like local, like from Massachusetts. I'm like, what? That's fucking. So like it was shit like that. And then as I got more and more into skating, watching more videos and shit, like Mike Moe was my favorite for a little while. Yeah,
interesting. He's so good.
Yeah, Fully Flared was the first full length I watched. So
wow. Yeah. How old are you?
23. Had to think about that.
Dude, you're so young. You're so young.
Little baby out here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I just feel like a
little
dinosaur.
Skate baby.
Yeah, God, your youngness makes me feel old.
I don't mean to do that to you.
It hurts my joint. You're so young, it's like hurt my knuckles.
You were just skating with Chloe this morning too.
She's so young, it hurts my feet.
Oh my God.
Hurts my feet, yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, so probably just like, like seeing local, like pro or not, just like local rippers was what really got me into it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
And then as I really got into skating, I developed like a taste for who my favorite pro skateboarders were. But
who's your favorites? Top
favorite
top
of all time?
Not friends, not people you hang out with, but just aesthetically and like trick selection and video parts and
Reynolds.
Oh. I like that we're drinking beer. It's 6 o'clock. Too.
Hey,
it's the weekend. Though.
Yeah, it's the weekend,
and we're quarantined.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, it's fine. I need to think about
Reynolds is a good one.
Reynolds,
yeah, he's up there.
Someone who's really good at switch. So
you need a switch guy.
Yeah, because I love switch.
Stefan Janowski.
Yeah, Stefan Janowski or like Jerry Sue.
Yeah,
one of those guys.
Jerry Sue's a good one.
And then, I just had it. Gilbert Crockett.
Oh,
I love watching Gilbert Crockett skate.
He's got like 6 shoulders.
Yeah, he's like aggressive in the way he like skates. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Damn, that was a solid.
All right.
Good for you.
How about you? Top 3?
Pros that got you into skating and why? Mouth breathing. Pros that got me into skating. Brian Anderson. Got me into skating because he was so big and just like powerful, and the tricks he picked, like front blunts and feebles and stuff like that I just really liked. Backsmiths and just like something about big skaters always gets me hyped. Like big like lumber dudes.
Yeah,
it's weird. I know it's weird.
Big burly guys.
Aaron Susky, because I met him and he was pro and he was just like the coolest dude sick. And he has so much style and like. He just did shit because he loved to do it, and he wasn't like trying to push anything. He was just like skating his way, how he wanted.
Yep.
He was self-driven with his own style, wasn't copying anyone, just like on a journey. Susky was just a hippie on a journey.
Yeah.
On his board.
Yep.
And it just produced something original, which I fucking loved.
Yeah, he fucking rips.
BA. So, I mean, I could say Brandon, but he's a given because I know him. Westgate, obviously, but he is younger than me, so like. He didn't really get me into skating, but he fucking inspired me constantly because he's so good and just like the fire's there, you know?
Yep.
So I'm not going to count him, although he's amazing. Mark Johnson.
Ooh, that's a fucking good one.
Because Mark Johnson, like, on top of having like one of the best styles and smooth and creative and all that stuff, he would put like he would talk and express himself through like either his humor or through some quote or like... He'd put a little more than just skating.
He was genuine.
Skating. Yeah, he's just like he's like a crazy artist, but he also had outside influences that weren't to do with skating. You know, like he liked reading books and poetry, and like he's just like more complex than just tricks. You know.
Yeah.
And I always liked that. He kind of opened up my mind to like being a skater, but also being like someone who thinks on top of that. And,
yep.
You know what I mean? Like he's just like a thoughtful. He seems like he thinks a lot. He's very introspective. So he always got me into skating because I was like, he's amazing and he has more depth to him than just skating.
Yep.
So
I like it.
Yeah. And then nowadays, what gets me stoked to skate and do all this shit is just like the All I Need kids, the young dudes that are just fired, and then you guys for like when we're out and we don't have our headphones on and we're just filming tricks and you guys are digging in and we're working on a project together and it's all for the same cause and we all have our own approach and different styles and we're working towards the same goal, which is to do more cool shit in skateboarding. Like that keeps it going, you know?
Someone that I forgot.
Yes.
Not pro, but Dickie J.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because he's from Lakeville.
Yep.
He was like the older kid that I'd never heard of until I started skating. And then like he was kind of talked about like a mythical person among middle schoolers in Lakeville.
A unicorn.
Yeah.
He's definitely like a dirty unicorn.
Oh, have you ever seen Dickie J skate edge? I'm like, who's this Dickie J guy?
The name alone.
Yeah, like
what is
then
this?
seeing him skate for the first time, like it was pretty fucking sick to watch. Do you remember in the back section they used to have like the vert
Dickie
wall?
J lives with Bam, by the way. If you want to know who Dickie J is.
He really is a mythical creature.
He came from our area and somehow moved in with Bam. How the fuck does that happen? Wait, what were you saying about the back section?
When they had all those old ramps there, they used to have the vert ramp against the wall with the fire escape.
Yeah.
And he front wall rid that over the exit sign.
Yeah, right.
That was the first time I ever watched Dickie skate in person.
Wow.
And I'm just seeing this like big guy from Lakeville front wall riding off a vert ramp over. He broke the exit sign, throws it out the emergency exit. I'm like, who is this? What is skateboarding? This is sick though.
He's a national treasure.
I'd been skating for like maybe like 3 or 4 months and I'm just like,
how much older is Dickie than you?
I think 5 or 6 years.
Wow, he's
so
that
we were
old?
never in the same like school together.
He's under 30 though.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Because like to me, I feel like Dickie's a younger kid.
Yeah, he graduated the year before I started going to high school, so it's like not like we were ever. I actually went to school with his little brother. He's a year younger than me, Nick Johnston, Nicky J. He shreds too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I've skated with him before. Yeah, Dickie's definitely a national treasure, East Coast treasure.
Yep.
He lives with the band.
Oh yeah, he's definitely like one of those people that like got me into skating at the beginning though.
Yeah.
Not like him personally, like watching him skate. His approach. You know, yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
And just like the recklessness.
He's definitely
freedom.
Yeah. He's definitely all over the map.
Yeah, I loved it, dude.
It's fun.
It was sick to watch.
That's probably why he's hanging out with Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Here's a good question. Importance of supporting significant others. Love to those who deal with us skating. Yeah.
I feel like
you have a girl.
Yeah, I'm kind
skates.
of. Yeah,
what
I feel like
family?
that question works out for me in the sense that well, she already understands like.
What about
skating,
your family and people like with you trying to do stuff in skating?
They think it's awesome.
Yeah,
they love that I have something that like keeps me busy that isn't sitting in front of a television playing video games or something, and that I have a community of friends, and it's helped me grow in so many ways.
Yeah,
and like personally. I mean, it's not everyone's case, but like my life has literally been formed through skating because like I never really picked up a video camera or had any interest in filming before skating. Yeah. And now I'm like working on film sets, working on television shows. I'm finding a career in that industry. So.
And that's because skating got you turned on to
exactly.
Filming. Yeah.
Like skating is so much more than just skating. Like I met all my best friends through it who I still hang out with to this day. Like
your lady skates
for 10 years. Yeah. My lady skates got her into that. Like. Yeah. That I got.
She didn't skate before she met you?
No.
Really?
Yeah, she started skating like the first 2 months that we
dated.
That? She was interested. Yeah, she was interested. Dude, her first time ever skating, she dropped in on the quarter pipe in the mini room.
Bullshit.
I swear to God.
First time?
Yeah, first time ever skating. Like maybe had stood on a skateboard in her driveway, but like never had gone to Skater's Edge. Like she filled out a waiver. I tried getting her to like feel out some balance pushing around. She was just like, I want to try and drop in. And I'm like,
doing this.
All right. Dude, Barth was working. He saw her eat shit on the camera and ran out back to the mini room. Was like, get the fuck back up and try it again. You're doing that right now. Like, it was sick. It was her first time ever. Like,
she's a beast.
Skating. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
She's pretty good.
I've watched her take some slams on mini ramps to get back and handle her business.
Yep.
That's impressive.
She slams, but she's also, she's good at, shout out Colleen. But good at calculating risk too, I'd say.
Yeah.
She knows like what she can do and like
controlled chaos.
Yeah, and like figuring out how to do a new trick. Like I'm like, damn, I didn't think you'd be this comfortable like bailing shit out.
Yeah.
On it.
I watched her learn 50 to fakie at Homage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. She was like figuring it out.
And doing it the hard way too.
Yeah. Not bullshit.
Like not just like power sliding in.
No, yeah, fully. Yeah.
It's sick though.
That's something I love about girls getting in skating is it's like rewatching what I've done
Yep.
But through like their expression.
Yeah.
Which is like amazing to me because I'm like, it's like a feminine version of like what we've done, you know, which is like just as cool.
It's sick, like giving her suggestions of like, oh, I remember like kind of learning that, and like from that you could maybe learn this. Like she's getting pretty close to learning fakie vocabs.
Dude,
yeah.
I hope she stays on her board and keeps going.
Yeah,
I like watching it.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's sick.
It's inspiring.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool.
It's funny. I think she skates transition better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks a lot
lady.
more comfortable on a mini ramp than I do.
If I was someone who didn't like you, I'd use that against you somehow. Like, your lady's better than you, bro.
Yeah, I can't get too mad at it.
Yeah. Facts. You're like, yeah, sorry.
I'll play ledge skate against her. We'll see who wins that one.
Oh, have you ever beat her in skate?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we ever really
Did you go easy on her?
Yeah. I don't think we ever finish our games of skate, though, because, like, it's like I'll try a trick that I think she could maybe learn, and then we just get derailed trying to like learn that new trick.
Yeah, I do that too.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Importance of a supportive significant other. So I'll take it from another angle because my lady doesn't skate, and it's really important that she supports me.
Yeah.
Because I told her from the beginning when we first met, I was like, "Look, this is my first love, skating. I fell in love with it over everything.
Yeah.
And I can't not do it."
Yep.
And the fact that she's like, got it was huge because I wouldn't be with someone if they couldn't understand that.
Exactly,
Because I try to tell them, I'm like, look, man, I don't. Like,
this is a big part of my life.
Yeah, I know it's annoying and that you want to have some normal dude, like whatever, you know? Not that she did, but like some women are like, yeah.
It's a very odd thing to be into.
Yeah.
And like all the stuff that comes with it is just like, you know, never really being home or like, you know, you don't want to spend your free time at home as much. You want to go out and get a quick little skate in.
Yeah,
like,
you got something going on always. You're like, yeah. It's really important because otherwise I wouldn't be with anyone. So it's amazing that she's like supportive about it, you know? It took a while. Yeah. It wasn't easy at first. Oh, yeah. Like there was times where she's like, I never see you. You're always traveling.
Yeah.
Like what? I'm like, I told you.
That was probably when you were traveling a lot for skating too, right?
Yeah. It was like...
Yeah, that can be tough.
But she like... It's funny what happened was like she was just working all the time and she was busy working, but she didn't really care about what she was doing because it was just a job.
Yeah.
She cared enough to like do her job well, but it wasn't like her passion.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I was just off being sponsored and like
doing a passion,
traveling around doing shit, and I'd come back and share all this shit with her, and she'd just get bummed on herself.
Yeah,
because she's just stuck doing a job to pay the bills and stuff. And then she just found like pole dancing and was like, she grabbed it like I grabbed skating.
Yep.
And then she totally got it.
Yeah.
And then our relationship just clicked much more after that because it was like she understood why I was obsessed.
Yep. I think that's a big thing that helps like a relationship where someone skateboards is the other person needs to have like
an obsession,
a passion, obsession too, you know? Yeah. Like
definitely.
Because it's tough to understand like why someone's literally addicted to just a progressive activity. Yeah.
Piece of wood and wheels, going out, hanging out in dirty places. Skating.
Changes your mood. Like it is state of mind altering. Like skateboarding kind of is a drug.
Oh, dude. How many times have I come back beat up, bloody, and pissed off?
Yep.
Yeah. It is a drug, definitely. Skating.
Skateboarding's like a wild night. You just come back with all these bruises and cuts. You're like, where'd I get these?
You're like, I'm outliving my life.
I feel like really shitty and sore right now.
Hey, honey, I came home. I was out beating the shit out of myself because there was nothing better to do. I love you.
Your whole family's there. All your friends, they're like, Anthony, sit down. We need to have a talk with you.
I can't stop. All right, Mason, Rough Song says, do you like cooking? How often do you cook versus eating out? And what's your favorite thing to make? You want to take this one?
I was not hyped to answer this question.
Really? Why? You just
I don't cook.
You're like bologna and white bread with mayonnaise?
Dude, essentially. Turkey, cheese, and mayonnaise.
You don't cook?
No.
And you're 23?
I should.
You're 23, that's why.
Yeah.
You're not. You haven't got to the point where
I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And I definitely spend too much money on takeout.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
What's your
I love
favorite?
takeout.
Well, if you could eat something right now.
Dude, my
fast,
go-to.
Easy.
My go-to for the past
Did we go to Cracker Barrel after
year?
this? Did we? Maybe.
don't know. Maybe.
Whatever.
Wait, it's closed.
Oh, Corona. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Papagenos. I've been getting the sweet red chili. Ooh. They used to have boneless chicken wings, so like the little popcorn chicken ones, but they discontinued those, so they only have like chicken tenders now, or the bone-in wings. You can't get like a boneless wing like the little ones. So.
They don't exist.
Yeah, not
Chickens
anymore.
have bones.
Yeah.
It's fake.
Yeah, fake news. But yeah, Papagenos. I get sweet red chili chicken tenders and cheesy breadstick. That's like...
It's pretty bomb.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like.
It's fucking good.
I'm on your side right now.
I know my order.
If you were gonna cook something, what would you cook? What's your favorite thing to cook if you were going to cook something? Nothing? Really?
I can't really cook anything, so it would be like a turkey cheese and mayonnaise sandwich. I make a really good sandwich. Like I've gotten good at what I can do.
Yeah.
Or I'll make like eggs, corned beef hash, like some kind of breakfast. Ooh. I can make breakfast.
You like corned beef hash?
Yeah, I love corned beef hash.
Me too.
It's good.
It's really good. I haven't had it in a long time.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's a lot of sodium.
Yeah, it's definitely not good for you, but it's really good.
In moderation.
Yep.
Nice. I, on the other hand, love cooking.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I cook every night.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There's some days I take off, but very rarely. My favorite thing to cook is just like going to the grocery store, going to the produce section, grabbing onions, peppers, sweet potatoes, mushrooms, maybe some lettuce, make a salad, squash, get some sort of meat, maybe like a chicken or some sort of sausage or linguiça.
Yep.
Basically just chopping up all these fresh vegetables and onions and all
so you like the whole process of it too.
Yeah, I chop it all up, clean it all off, make it feel good, throw the pan, a little oil, saute the whole thing, get it like there's so many different combinations of food that you can cook and like it's endless. And depending on how you cook it, the temperature, how fast you cook it, what spices you use, whether you use this, that, you know, like there's endless combinations.
Yeah.
But dude, I'd say like sweet potato with some sort of sausage. Oof. And like onions and that like nice. Cooked with a little salt, pepper, like
hits the spot, puts you right to sleep.
It's making me mouth breathe over here.
That's awesome.
I love cooking. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things. I love washing dishes too, but I don't like doing them when I feel like I have to. You know what I mean? Like I want to do it. I'll do it every day.
Yeah.
But if I need to take a day off, I'm taking the fucking day off. Because I don't want to feel like I have to. And then occasionally, like 2 weeks in, I'm like, I'm not cooking anymore. I'm not going to cook for a day. You know?
What, do you get takeout at all?
If I was going to get takeout, I love McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, I love like Big Macs.
Get some
2
like,
cheeseburgers.
Good grease for you.
I love fries. Yep.
If you're going to get takeout, you're going to fully embrace the fact that you're making the less healthy decision, basically.
Yeah, or I'll go and get like a pizza or like some steak and cheese.
Do you have a pizza spot that you like the most?
Yeah. Right down the road. Oh, yeah? You want to get some after?
Maybe, dude.
I'm game. You can split it. I can call, figure this out. Should I call on the podcast?
Well, my mom actually just texted me during the break. She's picking me up some food.
Okay.
But I mean...
Oh, wait, the Corona.
Yeah.
They're probably not even
open. They're probably doing takeout, but...
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll look into it after. But there's a pizza spot at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
To die for.
Sounds awesome. We're definitely going to have to do that soon.
I agree.
You're close to Norfolk Park, right?
Yes,
Norfolk
we should
session,
go there.
Get some bomb pizza.
I'm game.
Yeah.
I'm game.
Also, shout out to my mom. Got me a chicken broccoli Alfredo pasta from Baldi's.
Mama Sam.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, that question is Dunzo, my G's. Next one?
Yeah, keep them coming.
This one's from All I Need Flow Rider. One of the younger Flow Riders, because I think Chloe's younger than him, but freshly on the Flow team, actually. Anders, his name is AmsteinSkater911 on Instagram. He's asked favorite wheel company.
This one's a good question because actually I used to only skate Bones STFs just out of habit since probably when I was like 14. So that was like 8 years. And then Barth just got me into skating the Spitfire Formula 4s. He gave me a pair of hand-me-downs, and I've been skating those for like maybe a year now. And
nice.
Yeah.
They're
really nice.
Yeah.
I like Spitfire Formula 4s.
They got like some sort of feel to them. That's
yeah. They don't like really flat spot like how my STFs did, which like they didn't flat spot bad, but I don't know. They just feel nicer.
Yeah, I feel like Bones and Spitfires are a little different.
Yeah, they are
Bones
for sure.
Bones is more like technology based and like harder plastics or something. And
I would always get the skinny ones just because I like the look of skinny wheels. But like, I think, you know, the fatter wheels just in practice are better for me and the way I skate.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't skate skinny wheels, I guess. I don't know. I'm like,
I've done that. I put on skinny wheels. Yeah. I've put on skinny wheels and been like, who the fuck am I?
Yeah.
Jack Curran? Am I going to get a 775 now? Ride these fucking 49 millimeter thin wheels?
That's, I don't know. It's so weird. But you get stuck in a stupid skate habit. You're like, I don't know why I do this. I've just been doing it since I was 14. And then you never want to try something new because you would break like what you got going for you. But
keep it the same.
Yeah, sometimes you got to switch it up.
Yep. The most drastic I switch with my wheels is from 51 to 52.
Oh, really?
Heavy.
Yeah.
Not a big difference.
I start 54, take them all the way down to 48s.
Really?
Like, my wheels right now are legit Baron covers. It's bad, dude.
Nice. Dude, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you ride your wheels till they're dead and then you put new ones on. You're like, why didn't I do this like a year ago?
For real.
You're like, I'm going way faster. Everything's been so hard. Right?
Yeah, dude, you're just pushing your heart out at everything for no reason.
You don't even realize. You just get used to 48s.
Because it's just so progressive. You know what I mean?
Then you put new ones on. You're like, I can't slow down.
Yeah.
This is too fast now.
This is way too fast. It's great. Just skating edge with new wheels too is always
amazing.
Yeah,
and icy.
Yeah. No, it's icy, but it's like it's fun.
You're fast.
Yeah,
you feel like you're Westgate out there.
And you're icy. You can slip at any moment, but you're cooking.
You're like Westgate flying around. You're like, how did I get so much speed like, just last week?
Yep.
It's crazy. New wheels is a game changer.
Yeah.
We can all agree on that.
Good question. What's his name? Anders. But his Instagram's Amsteen.
Amsteen, yeah.
Amsteen.
Let me see.
He's the blonde kid, right? Front boarded the cross rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick. He's got a nice style.
Amsteen.
Yep.
Amsteen Skater 911. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's a young ripper. He's like almost learned 540s, which is pretty wild.
Dude, yeah, those attempts, like, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Close, yeah.
But he's just like a young dude who's like, he's like a good kid and he loves skating and he's got some talent and he's like learning how to meet people and he's a good kid. So I was like,
is he one of the Uxbridge kids?
Yeah, he's from that area, like
sick.
him, Chloe, and all of them. Like, and then Thomas is like another one. So those are the three flow guys.
Hell yeah,
flow people.
That's awesome.
Chloe's a chick. So
yep,
those are facts. But Anders, I thought like those were the three because they're both like pushing themselves, skating hard, trying to figure out how to be social because they're also young.
Yep,
and they all like want to do good.
Yeah,
which is sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Solid 3.
My favorite wheel company would be, right now I just want to shout out my homie that does Savage Wheels out of New York. He sent me some free wheels and they were sick. So I was like, damn, these are what I've been looking for actually. They're just like, they reminded me of the 44s a little bit.
Yep.
They had like some texture and grip and feel to them.
Yeah.
They weren't like they had a little bit of color that I liked. It wasn't like didn't look like a plastic like shit wheel, you know? So those shout out, and then besides that, I'd say Spitfire because they've always hooked me up with wheels and were really cool to me and filmed me and did a lot of cool stuff with me. So Spitfire, I back them because they're skaters and they do it right.
Yep. Do you like colored wheels at all?
I'm not against color wheels, but if I was gonna I mostly end up going back to plain wheels.
Yep.
But I'll ride color wheels occasionally. If I'm like, you know what, I need to switch this shit up.
Yep.
I'll do it occasionally.
Do you prefer the pearly white wheels or like the
No, I like a little I don't want them to be super white.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like they're gonna be super thin and light and fucking shitty. You know,
you look crispy out there.
Yeah, I
want to look a little crusty, not crispy.
I want them to be like tires.
Yeah.
And less like whatever the hell that is.
Yep.
Motherfuckers. I like making noises.
Should make a soundboard. Make an app for the iTunes store.
All right.
Choo-choo.
Shout out to Lori Potter, 17. She says, "What skate contests are up and coming for kids in the near future?" I would say the contests. We do a fall brawl at Skater's Edge, so that's coming up, and we usually do 14 and under and 15 and over.
Yep.
So that's the young bucks, and we did a ladies division before, which we'll probably do again. Damn Ams, right? Damn Ams, they still do those?
Yeah,
Damn
I think
Ams,
so.
Yeah, those are usually
it's like
got
NYC,
age division.
Phoenix, those places.
Phoenix, the contest out what is the contest out there? Phoenix Am? They didn't do it this year because of Corona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they shut it down.
It was supposed to happen like around this time.
Yeah, and they sent out a thing like, we can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too
smart, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart to not do that. Tampa Pro just happened like right before all this, too.
Yeah, I was there.
Crazy timing.
I filmed mostly the girl stuff because it was getting me hyped.
Yeah.
I was like, this is new to them, and you can tell.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
Alexis Sablon rips. So good. Is that how you pronounce her name? Sablone?
I think it's Sablone, yeah. Alexis Sablone. That's how I always say it. Yeah, I don't know. Sablone? I'll have to ask her when I see her again.
Yeah, she rips, though.
Such a ripper. One of my favorites. You got any contests? You think that's it? Just what we do.
Yeah, Fall Brawl, New England Dam.
Yeah. And
stuff's going to be pretty quiet for the next month or two, so.
For sure.
Yeah.
Not trying to pass it. Anders actually asked about filming tips.
Oh, really?
He's a young kid, so like if he was going to get a camera, maybe give him some pointers. For someone just starting out.
Do it a lot. That's one way to get good at anything. You just do it a lot. Film your friends. Film people you have fun filming with. If you want to get filmed, it's a give and take thing. Like you film people and like, you know, your friend that you film a lot, ask him, hey, would you ever want to try and film me try a clip? Like you learn together. Camera wise, don't break the bank on your first camera. Just get something like small, does what you need it to, and you can practice with it. Film everything. Film skating. Film your dog. Film trees.
Hell yeah.
Film your sister jumping in the pool. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, and you find out if you're into it. You find out what works for you. If you're talking about filming skating, get a fisheye. You can do a bunch of research on Google is like what good skateboarding setups are.
Yep.
And get low. Get low and point it up. Learn how to work with the bubble.
Yeah, there you go. Some in the trenches advice right there.
And watch a lot of stuff because a lot of filming is like getting inspiration from other filmers and filmmakers.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty much backing that.
Yeah.
I think the more you do it, you'll start to figure out what your style is and what works for you and what you prefer. And then, and then if you watch other people that are doing it, you can kind of see what they're doing and bounce it off of what you like to do and find a comfort zone. The more you do it, the more you forge your own style. So I agree. You're a filmer. You nailed it. You got all the advice. Sam nailed it.
Hell yeah.
Do it a lot and just be open-minded to suggestions and trying to get better at it and finding ways. And don't let someone tell you what you have to and what you have to film with, and don't let someone come to you and be like, oh, you only have that camera. That's always a fucking word. It's like, I have this camera because I prefer this over that new shit that you're just clouting over. It's like, get the fuck out of here, you know? It's like, I like this one. That's why I have it. It's like, it's not a game, bro. Okay? I'm out here filming, bro. It's the worst.
Name of the game is filming.
There's some little kids that do that because they just want to talk to you.
Sure.
Like, what's that, the 4?
Oh, I have the 5.
Yeah, I got the 6. I'm like, but you don't fucking use it. What's the point of having it? You know
right. That's
I use this every day and I enjoy it. Like, I don't need the 6.
It works. It gets the job done.
Yeah. Although I have the 6.
Hypocrite.
Yeah. But I get, you know what I mean? It's like, like you said, just to back up what you said, you don't have to have the nicest, newest camera. Like, learn to film with something, and then you can figure out what you want. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's like a pitfall that people get into. They think they have to have the nicest shit.
The nicest shit isn't going to make you good at what you want to do. You know what I mean?
How to film.
Yeah.
Before you know what you're
could be the most expensive fucking waste of money you're holding in your hands if you're not even trying to like get better. The camera doesn't make you good.
No, you have to learn to film.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just buy a camera and be good at filming.
Yeah.
You got to start filming with something.
Yep.
So use what you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Solid. Dude, we got more. This is another bro question. Bro is the man on this episode.
Hell yeah.
How sick is that?
This is like 4 questions now.
Such a legend,
awesome.
dude. Yeah. Everyone in skateboarding has a peak, or do they? What are some people's peak moments if it could be narrowed down to one? Sometimes after a day of skating, I'd skate home and have this great feeling and just roll through the streets thinking it wasn't if I made the good trick or whatever. It's about this, rolling through the streets, being in the moment, and enjoying by oneself in your head.
I certainly feel that.
Let's answer that one. Everyone in skating has a peak, or do they? ? What are some people's peak moments if it could be narrowed down to one? So do you feel like people have peak in skating?
I think from the way it sounds like emotional peaks. Like, just like you feel like elated or something. If I'm
maybe.
Does he mean peaking like physicality and ability wise? Because the way how he's saying I would skate home after a session, even if I didn't land the trick, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd say like it's when you get those weird moments in life where you can't even like sum up the feeling you have, but like there's an elation, there's like a warmth in your stomach. You're very happy in the present moment where you are or who you're with. Or I feel like I've gotten those moments like, I mean, a bunch of times throughout life, but like with skating specifically, it'll always be like instances where it's like I'm in a new place or like it was just a really fun day with like a fun group of friends and like you're skating back to the cars at night and you're like looking at the city, like just it's when all these like things like just hit you the right way and you're just like, holy shit, like my life is so awesome because I chose to skateboard. Like I'm so happy with everything that put me right in this moment right now and like peaking in that sense. But if he means physicality and ability,
let's do both.
If he means physicality,
well,
and
before
ability,
you go forward into that, I totally agree with all that, and I hope there's no peak. Then I hope there's many.
I hope there's
highs and lows.
Yeah,
we'll just keep
many
going.
instances where you can feel peaks like that. You know?
But physically, I think like you're always evolving as a skateboarder. Like you're learning more about yourself and your ability. But at some point, like you've hit the biggest set you'll ever be able to hit. Or, you know, if you want to like. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm not.
You're pointing at me.
I'm looking in my mirror. I'm looking in the mirror.
Grandpa Sam.
Yeah, Grandpa Sam over here making some confessions. Statistically speaking, like you're gonna max out somewhere.
I get that.
But like, there's always ways to work on your style, trick selection, spot selection.
Figure out those fucking manis finally.
Dude, that's how I've been feeling this past year. I'm like, manis and tranny. That's the name of the game, dude. Nice. Fuck a handrail. I need a quarter pipe.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Your thoughts on peaking physicality or just...
Everything you said about the feeling and like there's going to be more peaks if you just pursue something and keep going. You're going to have more peaks. You're going to hit lows and then you're going to get to the highest you've ever been and then you're going to hit low and then you're going to get even higher and hopefully it balances out or whatever. There's going to be more peaks. If you just keep pursuing something, you're going to find out how to balance it out and keep reaching new heights. You know, you'll get to the plateau and then you'll be like, I'm not done. And then you'll go a little higher. Physically, I'm already there. It's like I'm not going to go skate a 20 stair. I'm not skating 20 stair. I'm 37 years old. I've grinded 20 stairs in the past. It was awesome. It was a peak for me. And now I'm not. What would be a peak for me is if I actually focused on that fucking switchfoot Manny that I've been trying and I never did because I could jump down a 20 stair.
That's what the coolest part about skateboarding is, though. You know what I mean? You can still like learn something that
you can peak
in
other
to do.
Other genres of skating.
You're like, damn, that's the sickest Manny I've ever done. It's awesome. Sickest Manny.
That's why skating's sick. It's complex enough.
There are those funny filmer memes accounts going around, and it's just funny. It's so funny how much they trash filming manual tricks.
Oh, I know.
Not because manuals suck. Like, manuals are sick.
It's just because everyone can relate to, like, sitting there with the homie.
You're in
and he's
there.
like, you're in this for the long haul. And you're like, I guess, dude. It's not even that entertaining.
You're not going to run out of energy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I could try this shit all day.
It's not like 20 stair, at least you're entertained when they're jumping down. So you're like, oh my God. With Manny, you're like, dude, you bail like that 17,000 times. Like it's a curb. Just get up on that fucking thing.
Oh my God. It's funny though.
Then they get closer and you're like, never mind, keep going.
Keep going. And then it's like back to being bored. Oh, that's funny.
He's got more, dude. This is just a random thought he said.
Broderick is the man.
Rarely thought of. A huge part of skateboarding is sound and texture. We feel the ground through our wheels like a blind person reads Braille. Think about skateboarding without all the sounds. Unimaginable. Facts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good part of skating. That's you can tell he skated for like 30 years.
And the chuds, yeah. Holy shit.
Textures and sounds are the best part of skateboarding, to be honest.
It really is.
It's like putting a new set of wheels on and then breaking them in and power sliding, and then you start to feel them and hear them, and you're like, this is getting sick. Yeah.
Feel a nice like ledge grinding under your truck.
Yeah. That's sick. When they're new, it's like they break in. Once they break in, you're like, this is the feeling and the sounds, you know?
When you're riding over like some smooth bricks, you just sound like a fucking machine gun like tearing down the street, dude. It's so sick.
It's good. Yeah. It's destruction sounds are good.
Yeah.
Domain Apparel says nollie heels or nollie flips.
I think I think nollie flips look cooler just because I'm not good at nollie flips.
Yeah. That's how
I can nollie heel, but I've been slowly learning nollie flips a little more.
Good for you.
Yeah, been working on it.
Nice.
How about you?
Dude, it's so tough for me. I go through phases.
Yeah.
I had like a huge nollie heel flip phase where I was like, this is all I'm going to fucking do. And then I got through that, and then I was like, nollie kick flips now because I've already burnt through nollie heels.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right. And then there was nollie kick flips, fall in love with those, and I'm like, these are fucking amazing. So both.
Yep.
Both.
I'd
and
say
honestly, both. Yeah.
It kind of seems like it's gone through a phase too. Like I'd say like 10, 15 years ago, like I'd say nollie heel was like the sweet spot, like gangster type trick. But now like everyone can nollie flip and just fucking nollie flip like sick shit.
Yeah.
I feel like nollie flip's almost taken the popularity of nollie heels. People still nollie heel for sure, but I feel like nollie flip's a more popular one that I see.
Yeah, I'll take you at your word.
No, I could be totally wrong.
I haven't noticed any trends towards nollie flips, but I'm assuming you could be right about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me, guys.
Certain tricks just feel better when you nollie flip, or depending, like nollie kick flips feel so good down stuff.
Yeah.
Nollie heel flips do too, but something about a nollie kick flip. They're both awesome.
Oh, they're both awesome for sure.
Yeah, I got nothing against either or.
I love seeing both of them. Those are like two of the coolest looking tricks.
Talk about local parks that people frequent. Maybe there's some cool places to go that's not everyone is aware of. New Bedford, Mass. There's a DIY spot down the road from Solstice. It's the Cabana Overpass. If you go to the shop, you can ask them where the park is, and they'll point you down the road, and you'll find it. It's a DIY park. That one's pretty good.
Yep.
There's tons of parks. Type in a town and type in skate park, and you'll find some new shit, and go check it out, Do you have a local outdoor park that you prefer, that you go to, if you're going to, or that you've gone to that you want to shout out?
I'd say Malden Skate Park.
Malden?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That park's awesome.
Wow.
I love prefab parks.
Yeah.
Just because I've like grown up with that.
Lakeville's prefab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone hates Lakeville, but I love it. But
worst, best park ever.
Yeah, Malden is like Lakeville, but with nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Like they have a good box. They have good ground. Like the fun box there, it's like not like a tar lead up to a concrete ramp, like it's all concrete, and
that's the worst.
A bunch of the like locals there have built up the park and built a bunch of new shit, so that's always sick to see too.
Malden.
Yeah, Malden.
Shout out.
Check that one out.
Are bigger wheels better for street skating on the East Coast?
It's preference.
I ride 52s or 51s, and I get by fine.
I mean, if you're new at skating, you might eat a little bit less shit just skating from spot to spot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, a crack comes up on you quick.
They do.
54s can get through shit that
51s ain't doing.
You might need to muscle through a little harder on some 51s.
Facts.
Dude, that used to be... I remember that. Like, first going to Boston, like, only skating for a couple years, like... That's one of the hardest parts is just fucking like skating down the street on this, like adapting to whatever shitty surface you're on. Oh shit, there's a crack coming up. I'm either going to need an ollie or like
just
hope I don't eat shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Eating shit in between spots when you first start street skating is like, dude, it's the best, but it's like the most discoraging shit because you get to the spot, you're all bloody. You're like, what the fuck,
dude? What was I thinking trying to push? Just walk there.
Yeah.
You get old and you just drive.
So
like, I'm just going to drive so I don't eat shit anymore.
Oh my God.
So funny.
That's great.
This is Skate. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Giampietro?
Yeah.
That's Scott, right?
Scott,
Scott Giampietro, I think.
What can skateboarders in our area do as a whole to make a difference?
Support each other.
Amen.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Support each other.
Everyone's doing something. Just support the fact that everyone's doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hear you do to make a difference. Support each other or be the driving force.
Yeah.
So do both, actually. Support others in their endeavors, and then you create cool skateboard endeavors.
Yeah.
And then that'll help to make a difference because then there'll be more people doing cool shit and more people can be a part of it. Or they'll have more people supporting the cool shit. So, yeah.
Strength in numbers.
Yep, I agree, man. Unify. Work together if possible. When's the All I Need Am video dropping with all the little shredders? I just filmed one today at Uxbridge, so we'll have clips of all the flow riders in that. Bada bing, bada boom. Addison 860 Hickey writes, East Coast skateboarding opposed to West Coast skateboarding. We covered that already.
Yeah.
We're biased because we're from the East Coast. So sorry for you.
But it is fun to go to California and do a little vacation skating.
There's pros and cons to both coasts.
Yeah, it's nice to dip your toes.
But we're from the East Coast, so we have to talk shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd rather skate an East Coast spot, but it's nice to ride smooth concrete every once in a while. And we've been getting lucky with that. All the new construction that's going on in Boston, we're getting some pretty smooth shit.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
In the weather.
Yeah.
It's getting more Cali-like by the season.
Global warming.
I mean,
it's working in the skateboarders' favor.
Yep.
Not for long, but we'll see.
True Skateboard Mag says skate shops selling their shop decks to other shops and to Zoomies.
Huh. Do people do that? Do people sell like shop decks to other shops?
I don't know. You want to look? I wonder if they have a website or something. I don't ever go to Zoomies because I got a local shop and it's not Zoomies.
Yeah, and I don't think Zoomies is going to be selling a shop board.
But maybe. I think they were talking about this on maybe the 9 Club. I think that's what... This dude actually followed up with me on... shout out Tommy. He followed up with me through DMs and was saying... I thought he said that they were talking... Someone was talking about this on the 9 Club. It was like someone who owned a skate shop was mad because other shops were selling to Zoomies or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna look up the website because I never think of Zoomies.
Yeah.
Because I just go to Solstice or Edge or somewhere local. I'm not like I don't think Zoomies is the coolest. Is there a spider or something?
Stink bug.
Oh, dude, they're everywhere, bro.
Yeah. My house has a bunch of stink bugs too.
My lady's like renovating downstairs, so they're all coming up from there because she's forcing them out.
My family's supposed to move next week, but
really,
I don't know if that's going to be happening with all this shit going on.
Yeah, you don't want Corona all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if like banks will be going out to like sign the deed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are my parents going to want people like coming into the house, like the movers and shit, like, or the movers even going to want to go into a stranger's house?
All right, I'm trying to look on the Zoomies.com to see if there's any shop boards up here they're selling. Who's Danny Duncan? He's got Virginity Rocks board. What the fuck is that?
I have no idea who Danny Duncan is.
Is he just has his own board, but it's like doesn't say the
I know there's that brand like Virginity Rocks. Well, it might not even be a brand, but I've been seeing like kids
Rip and Dip
to
has
ironically
boards.
Wear those.
I didn't know Rip and Dip made boards.
I didn't know they did either.
Or they made a board maybe.
I had like a Snapchat advertisement from Rip and Dip the other day for a fleshlight.
I think I saw that
Rip and Dip does fleshlights or something now.
Yeah, they're trying to shock factor.
Get into the erotic industry.
Yeah, they're like, put your dick in this. Put your dick in this. Do it. They have too many pages of stuff, but I haven't seen any shop brands. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really know. Yeah. I would say how I feel about it is support your local. If you can support your local, cool. If skate shops are selling their boards to Zoomies, that's a strange one, but that's supporting the local. If they're taking the money and putting it back into their skate shop.
So is Zoomies supporting the local?
Who fucking knows? But if a skate shop sells to Zoomies, it's weird. Because, I don't know. As long as the skate shops are putting the money back into skating in some way and supporting it and holding down the local scene, like, I don't really know, man. If you take money from the dark side and put it into the light, just survive Corona and then we'll worry about this shit. Let's get through Corona. Patrick Haybale says, who has the best, worst shoes on the AIN team? Anyone got ripped up shoes right now?
I feel like Evan skates his till they're beat to shit.
He does. Yeah, I'd say Evan because he just wears through them and just keeps going. Yeah.
Kevin usually will skate some for a while.
Yeah. I'd say Evan.
Yeah, Evan.
Yeah. If he says you have the worst taste in music, he's got the worst shoes.
Yeah, he does. Facts. Fucking Nikes.
Oh, he does
Shots fired.
He does rock those, dude. How do you feel about Donald Trump calling COVID-19 the Chinese virus?
He's fried.
He's fried.
He's fried.
I mean, his skin reflects that he's fried.
Yeah.
He's been tanning all day.
I mean, Someone in the vice president's like office or whatever has it. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So definitely not Chinese virus, bud.
It might have started as Chinese.
Yeah.
It might have started Chinese, but it's fucking global. It's a pandemic, so it's not just the Chinese virus anymore.
It has reached DC.
Yeah. So I can't. It's like, yeah. So that's how I feel about that. It's
most
everybody.
Of what he says is kind of fucking out there.
Yeah. Agreed. I think that he's a shock value president.
Yeah, he
just
is.
says shit to like shock you, you know.
If he like wasn't leader of the free world, he would be like one of the funniest comedians.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He can roast him.
He's basically doing stand up.
Yeah,
most of the time, you know.
For real.
It's crazy. Michael Garrido, Garrido 33 says, "I know you do a lot of skate lessons with children. Will you have kids of your own one day?" Damn, dude, on the spot.
Heavy-hitting questions on the All I Need show.
Ooh, what? I actually get that a lot. Because I think I'm pretty good with kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, so I get it a lot. A lot of people are always like, oh, you're so good with kids. Like, are you going to have them? I always say, like, a joke. I'm always like, there's so many kids out there. Like, that, and I'm hanging out with them now, you know? Like,
yeah.
I used to be like, there's too many adults that are kids. Yeah. We got too many kids right now, you know? Like,
yep.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to ever say it never, but like right now, it's not even on my radar.
What you're thinking about.
There's so many kids into skating right now that I get to hang out with kids 24/7.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like hanging out with these little kids, watching them develop. I feel like I have a bunch of kids in my life, you know?
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I feel blessed. I don't necessarily feel the like drive or pull to like have to have a kid of my own.
Yep.
And some people do.
Yeah, no, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? They're like, yeah, I want to have my own little creation that I can like watch. Dude, the stink bug just jumped off your beer can. It's trying to get into the beer can. Not that one, the other one. But
you can have the empty.
I don't have that pull. Like I just like little humans and watching them develop, and I get to do that through skate lessons, and kids are kind of gravitate towards me because I'm a big fucking child, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really have a need to, like, feel like I have to go have my own kid. I just like humans.
Yeah.
Whether it's, like, my kid or another kid. Like, they're all... I fall in love with all these kids, dude.
Yep.
If I'm honest. I'm like, these kids are all amazing. I see all their potential, and I'm like, they're going to be great if they just keep going, you know?
Yep.
So, like, imagine if I had my own kid, it would be a little different experience, but, like, I don't really have the, like, I need to have that.
Yeah.
And some people in life do. Do you feel like you're going to have a kid? Or that you want to?
I feel like I'd want to, but...
I'm not knocking it by any means.
No,
it seems like an amazing experience. It's like one of life's heights.
Yeah, exactly.
Top of the mountain. It's like having a kid.
It's not like something that I think about or like plan my life around.
Yeah.
Whereas there are other people who are like, well, I'd like to have a kid, but I'm like,
some people are so certain.
Or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like think about it in that sense or make plans for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, like, choosing a career or, like, where I'd live or anything, thinking, well, if I have a kid, this is why I'd be doing this, or, you know what I mean? I'm
37, and I don't have that, and you're 23, so...
Yeah, I'm
just a gauge, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just taking life as it goes.
Yeah.
Adaptation to the question, do you think you'd say you have more patience with kids now and more enthusiasm to... you know, strike up a conversation with a kid now, or be
more than when I was old, more
when
than when
you
I was
were
younger?
like, say, in your 20s. Because I definitely see the way you behave with little kids and my short patience with little kids, and I'm like, I wonder if that's something that, you know, you just become more patient when you get older.
Yeah, because I think I think mine, like, I've always been pretty good with kids. Just because I realized they're little kids, and I was a little kid, and when I was a little kid, I was around a bunch of adults that were a fucking mess.
Yep.
And they weren't very sensitive and
it's
caring.
It's important
and
for
thinking.
a kid to see, like, you know,
a leader or like an example of an adult or someone who's like keeping their shit together and knows how to interact with them. Because when I was young, I was like dealing with adults that couldn't control themselves.
Yep.
So they were savages. And I was a kid who was like, I wish I just had an adult around me that like made me feel secure.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never had that. So it was like, but like, yeah, as I got older, because when I was,
because you would even do edge camp when you were like in your 20s,
I've been doing it
right?
Yeah. I've always been very aware that like people are vulnerable, especially when you're young, and you just need an example of someone who's maybe not have all the answer, but someone who's trying to keep it together and figure things out in their own life so they're not a burden on others.
Yeah.
I think an adult is someone who carries their own bag and is able to look up from their own issues and help others.
Yep.
Like you hit adulthood where you're like, you get past your own issues because you worked hard, and you, not that we don't have issues, but you get past like trivial issues and you cover your own needs. And then in that turn, you can think a little bit more about those around you. You can look up and go, oh, I'm not the center of attention all the time. And then you can look around. So like I've always been very aware because I grew up with tons of girls, many sisters and my mom. Yep. And they make you self-aware. They make you insecure and self-aware.
I'm a family of boys. I got 2 younger brothers, so my mom's outnumbered.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was the opposite. I was around tons of women, and I was always aware of my actions. And so I'm very self-aware, so I've always been like that. And when I'm around kids, I understand I could influence them for good or bad. So I always try to be at my best if I can.
Yeah.
Just because I would hate to be a negative influence on someone who's developing, trying to figure out who they are, and then they see some shitty dude, supposedly adult, just being a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Being a big child.
Yeah.
Acting as immature as they are, probably.
So, like, I've got shit because I wasn't, like, I've always been a little too cautious and a little too, like, in skating, I was never, like, the dude who was, like, the coolest party guy. I was always just like the dude who was like, oh, I'm kind of just focused and like trying to do things that I like, and I was kind of like uptight and nerdy.
Figuring out who you are though.
Yeah.
And just doing you.
But as I get older, it's like I get to hang out with kids more because of the lessons, so I get to like relive the feelings that I used to have. So I get to watch Chloe like learn tricks, and it's just like, it's amazing to me because I'm like, it's just cool to see it again in someone else, you know,
and see how hyped they get.
Yeah, they're like not jaded and they're optimistic, and it's just like I gravitate towards that because I'd rather hang out with someone who's like, it's new and they're learning, and I'd rather hang out with them than someone who's jaded and pissed off, or you know, like, makes sense. Yeah, like, so I don't know. Kids nowadays, they get me so sparked because they're just stoked on skating and learning, and kids are the future. Yeah, man. All right. The connection between skating, surfing, and mass about, shout out to Levitate and Marshfield. That's Mr. Daniel Turnbulls. I don't really know how much skating and surfing connection there is in mass. I know, like, some skateboarders that like to surf. Yeah. But Rhode Island, I know, because of Narragansett, the Juice. Yeah. Surf and skate. Like, Kyle Geary likes to surf. Does he? Yeah. Nice. But I don't think there's a big connection of if you surf, you might like to skate too, or if you skate, you might like to surf. In Massachusetts, that Shout out to Levitate, though. But they support both. Yeah, right? They have both in the shop, I've tried surfing once. Hardest thing I've ever tried. Really? Dude. Gnarly. Physically exhausting. I was out in the water for like 40 minutes, and thankfully I decided to go back into shore because by the time I was able to paddle myself back into shore, I felt like I was having a heat stroke on the sand. Whoa, like, really? I was in November, and I'm like tearing off the wetsuit, like, but it's like stuck to me, and I'm like losing all my energy. They're so hard to get on and off. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. I was able to stand up once, like, in that 40 minutes, and it didn't last long, but I was like, I kind of stood up. I was like standing like a Z-boy, like grabbing an indie. Yeah. And, like, I wasn't fully up there, but I was like, It's a pretty good feeling when you get up, though. Yeah. And then as soon as I got onto shore, I was like, holy shit, that was probably like the most intense workout I'd ever done. Yeah, you don't even realize until you're on the shore. I'm also not a big upper body strength guy, so. You're like a cat in the water. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? And I like read a lot about sharks when I was a kid. I used to love sharks. Yeah. So like with sharks comes, you know, the fact that surfing gets gnarly. Yeah. Dude, I also freak out when I'm in the ocean. You guys are finding everything out about me. I'm a mouth breather. I'm terrified of the ocean, sharks. Dude, you got issues, bro. I do. I'm working through it by just doing ledge lines. I'm terrified of the ocean. I'm with you. I'm terrified of the ocean. Whenever I'd fall off the surfboard, I'd like, you know, just scramble to get back on it. Yeah. And one of the times I like cut my heel on the fin of the surfboard, so then I'm just like bleeding, and I'm like, all right, time to paddle in. Yeah. That's where the fear of sharks. Yeah, this is how bad stories start. Yeah, surfing's hard, but I think it's fun. I only try it once in a blue moon, but when I do, it's like pretty fun when you stand up. Conrad puts me on like a big fucking Cadillac type surfboard, so it's easy to stand up.
Yeah.
And he pushes me into the wave.
There you go. That's
I'm like
awesome.
a baby out there.
That's sick.
I'm shark meat.
I feel like surfing too, you have like, because skating, you have that cool connection between you and the environment, which is usually an architectural one, and it's like city and urban. But like surfing, that's like a really cool hobby to have because you're connected to nature. You're literally riding the earth. Jesus Christ, the stink bug.
Yeah, it's like getting crazy over there.
But you're just like riding a wave that was created
you're
by
on
nature.
Like, the
you know what I mean?
It's
yeah,
moving,
exactly.
The environment's changing as you go. Like
yeah. When you skate a new city or like a big city, like you go to New York for the first time, you feel the energy of the city in skating, but like to be able to feel the energy of the earth and like I don't know, maybe I sound like a fucking hippie, but like
you're so crunchy right now.
Yeah, that seems like kind of a cool thing that you don't get to experience too much through skating.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you find a nature spot.
Yeah, and then you
out in the woods,
you jerk off on a tree or something. I love you. This took a turn, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I sound like talking about nature.
Let me quickly change the question before we talk about anything else like that.
You want to talk about our feelings next?
Marty Wahlberg says, "What's the next step for AIN crew after this pandemic ends?" We're working on a new video.
Yes,
and I think we have a title.
Yeah.
A working title?
A working title, but...
Digital Warfare.
Yep.
That's going to supposedly be the next name.
Hopefully...
Everyone seems good on it.
HD.
We're leaning towards HD because we haven't done that.
Yep.
We did just Good Eyes All VX, right?
Yep.
So,
and then the other two were mixed HD VX.
We're mixed, yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to go digital. We're going to go HD here, boys.
Some digital warfare.
I like keeping things moving, switching it up.
Yeah.
That's how you get growth, you know?
I'm stoked.
Yeah. So that's our next big project is work on our fourth video.
Yeah.
Senior project.
Yep.
4 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Billy and Goonan, right? Yeah, that's really it, really. We got a bunch of, I'm sure we're aiming at.
Everyone in All I Need is going to end up having some clips in Metal Barrow too, I'm sure.
Yeah, Metal Barrow's another project.
So that's like something that's Big Cowboy Season. Evan and Sean, they're both in that.
Yep.
Gage's video. That's going to be coming out soon.
Do they have a date yet?
I don't know.
Like that's
I keep asking them for a date. I'm just like, say a date so you're locked in because I want to see this footage, dude.
Yeah.
I heard everyone like has sick footage. Like Gage makes fun videos to watch. Like,
hell yeah.
I want to see this video so bad. It's coming for sure. And like, I know they got some good shit. I want to see it. People are getting antsy, Gage.
You son of a... Stop holding out on us, dude. Jesus Christ, bro.
Such a prude with the skate videos.
Let me go through some of these questions because some are repeats. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go to... Oh, more Olympics. Not doing it. We're not going there. All right, we're going there. Here, we'll start. Localish folks making decks. All I Need... Pete's Pigs, Pioneer Skateboards from Western Mass. Vulture Skates is another local one. Oyster Brand makes decks. Your local skate shops make decks. Shout out to anyone local on the East Coast.
Hell yeah.
You got any local ones you want to shout out? You can think of off the top of your head?
Solstice, Edge.
Shops.
Yeah.
Sports
shops. Yeah.
Robbie Boneless says, hey, hell yeah, dude. Maybe possible park improvements for the next couple of months. Definitely the new AIN clothing line and maybe your favorite skate spot to go to. Let's go with that one. Favorite skate spot? Do you have one?
Do you have one? I'm going to need a second.
It always changes.
Yeah.
We'll go to a new city and we find new spots and I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Depends on the day, depends on the weather, depends on my ankles, depends on how I feel.
Yep.
But there's a million good ones.
Yeah.
I love cities.
I would agree
Any
with that.
city basically is a spot. The whole thing
I like
a spot.
city spots. I like downtown city spots. Like it's always sick finding like unique, crusty spots on the outskirts that not many people have touched. But like when you're really in the thick of a city, just skating, like it doesn't even have to be the coolest thing. You don't even have to be filming there. Just some cool little like
nook and
only
cranny.
gonna find it in a nice city type spot. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
solid. With skateboarding coming to the Olympics, do you think just anyone can/should have the chance to qualify, or will they have tournaments amongst pros to address this? Plus, do you think it would be good for the industry or commercialization? How would the judging system be implemented? That's never ever boards. We already kind of covered that one, right?
That's to get to the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like street leagues and like they have a ranking system and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've looked it up before, and I think we talked about it on the podcast before. They have certain sanctioned contests that you can go to, and you'll get points over a season, and then the points dictate whether you get there or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they kind of have like that system figured out of how you get there.
Yeah, it's all bought and sold.
Yeah,
it's all controlled.
Yeah,
and they have a point system. They have their judges.
Well, I think you can get the idea of how the rags to riches story, how you don't need to jump through the hoops, but I mean these are all the hoops you would jump through to make it happen, or you can do the damn ams and all that shit. And like I'm pretty sure if you win a damn am, or if you win like multiple damn ams, you get a spot in Street League as like a guest. And if you do well in Street League, you keep getting invited back to Street League. And Street League is part of like the circuit contest that determine the points. So it's like, there is a potential for a rags to riches story, but there's a lot of hoops to jump through, and you got to have money to take these flights to go to Phoenix or New York and all this shit to compete in the damn AMs. Not impossible, but
might not be what you want.
Yeah. Have a plan B.
I mean, just skate.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Skate to have fun.
Yeah. Or if you really want to compete, go for it. Andrew Soptich, video parts in your process, how you go about it. Do you have a strategy or just freestyle? I usually start with like a handful of tricks. Once I have a handful of good tricks I'm stoked on, then I start kind of like going, okay, this is something I'm going to focus on. And then I start and then I just button down and try to go on missions.
Yep.
Or I used to. I don't really know if I want to film another video part.
You should.
I know people say that.
Why not?
But because I don't know. I just like him. I want to keep filming tricks.
Yeah.
Like at least for this video project, I don't want to have a full part.
Yep.
I just want to have some footage.
There.
I want to have some footage in it.
Yep.
But I don't want to have to feel like I feel like my time and energy be spent better focused on like the business side of All I Need and the production side.
And obviously
and
you'd still get clips.
I still want to come out and skate, but
yeah.
like I feel like I'm better filming and editing like the vlogs and working on shipping boards and figuring out how to get more product and like the business side of things. Because I've filmed a bunch of video parts. I'm proud of all of them. I've had endless video parts. Couldn't even name them all. And like I just like I don't know. I've always been pressuring myself with video parts, and I just don't like. Right at this moment, I don't feel like I want to be like have to go kill myself to top my last video part.
Yeah,
I don't have.
Makes sense. I get it.
Maybe it'll come back, but at this moment, I don't have that feeling.
I mean,
a confession is coming out right
Confessions.
now.
Well, no, I need to.
I feel like a fucking asshole saying that because in my heart, I'm a street skater who always wants to film a video part. But now I'm just like, I feel like my efforts would be better elsewhere.
Makes sense. I respect it.
I want to cry. I literally want to cry right now, Sam.
It's okay if you do.
I'm almost tearing up about saying it. And I hope it's like, I don't know if I hope it's like a temporary feeling, but right now I just don't have that feeling where I'm like, I want to go top my last part.
But you want to go out and film still.
I want to be part of it, and I still want to get tricks, but I don't want to have to go film.
Deal with the stress and pressure of being like, oh, I have 1 minute. Let's get. Yeah,
it's fucked up to say, but I'm like, I'm almost 40.
Yeah,
and I'm like, if I go try to top that, all the other shit I've done, it's like I did all that shit when I was in like 25. Maybe going back to Bro's question, where he's like, are there peaks physically?
Yeah.
Like I was doing gnarly shit at the right age.
Yeah,
like
makes
as
sense.
gnarly as I could go. Like there's some things
when you're supposed to go that gnarly.
Yeah, I could barely even do. I barely could do it then. I did it. I blacked out and managed to ride away. I was like, how the fuck? You know. So it's like maybe if I focus more on getting techer and lines and stuff, I'll get hyped on a video part again. But a lot of my skating has just been kind of pushing what I can do further and further.
Yeah,
you know.
No,
like,
I
and
feel
now
that.
I'm like, I don't want to get hurt trying to rehash the same thing I've done.
Yeah, that makes
sense. And
sense.
jeopardize everything I'm working on because I feel like there's a lot of cool shit we have going on.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah,
respectable.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
What about you? Video parts. How do you go about your own video part? Not filming, but just filming one. Being
kind of like what you said. Like you know, you get a couple things, you see where you're at. then you think of, I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of like thinking of random ideas. Maybe have a secret trick list you don't show your friends because like some of the ideas are fried. But you know,
nice.
If you're ever on a session and no one has a spot they want to go to, like you have an idea of, you have a list of like potential ideas. Yeah. Hey, let's go check this out. Maybe you get a clip, you rework a trick list. I don't even go off the trick list. If I were to compare all my video parts to like a trick list I had, like I'd have like maybe 2 tricks on the trick list in the part. Yeah, for sure. But like, I don't know. I feel like I just, as you're getting footage, then you're thinking of what else would go well with that footage, or like you see a spot that you really want to skate, or that you would think would be cool in your part. You're gonna think of a trick that you could do on that spot just to be able to have that spot in your video.
Some people are real methodical about it, though. They're like,
I'm not super methodical.
Yeah, me neither.
I try and envision shit, but it's not like the final product is like a remix of all my possible envisionments throughout the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like what you end up with.
Yeah. It's like you start messing around with a ball of clay, and then when it starts to take form, then you're like can kind of tighten it up and move it, you know?
It's not what you completely thought it was going to look like at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it ends up being something.
Yeah, you're proud of it.
And you take it and run.
Take your fucking your participation trophy and go home with it.
You had a video part. Woo, I had a video part. Yeah.
I love video parts.
Andrew's the man, dude. I want to skate with him sometime.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hopefully we go out west.
Yeah.
I really want to get out there. So.
Yeah, he seems really cool. Shout out Andrew.
He literally just texted me while we were reading this question.
That's funny.
He's drawing like that all I need thing I sent to the group chat.
Yeah, that was really sick. That's a sick sketch.
I don't know what we'll use it for, but anything in the work for World Industries this year. More graphics.
Hell yeah.
There's new apparel out. Hopefully a skate trip. I'd love to do a skate trip with Sam and Kevin and Sean Egan if he can get out there. We should work on some sort of project.
Hell yeah.
But nothing's set in stone right now. So
taking it as it goes.
Yeah,
just see how this quarantine works out.
Exactly. Yeah. But we have new World Industry boards coming, and y'all gonna be hyped.
Yeah, those new shirts look sick too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're awesome. So yeah, World's on the right track, man. To anybody out there who's a true skateboarder that loves skateboarding, not just for a sport, but like loves skateboarding because you can do whatever the fuck you want, you should love World, because that's what World is.
Yep.
You do whatever the fuck you want.
Amen.
You make the rules. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to make a team. You don't have to do whatever these fucking uppity control freaks say you have to do.
Yep.
Okay? World's the opposite of that.
The world is yours.
Burn it all down. Yep. Remake it in our image of our Lord and Savior. Hail Satan.
Hail Flame Boy.
Hail Flame Boy.
There's World Industries Japan too.
Yeah.
You guys should check that out. They have an Instagram going.
Yeah.
They've made a few different pieces of apparel, right?
Yeah, they got like a clothing line out there right now.
It looks really sick though.
Yeah. I'm really hyped for that too. Hopefully we can get out there.
International. This is World Industries.
Yeah. And it fits out there in the Asian market.
Oh, for sure.
It feels like World fits the Asian market really well. New art, man. That's all you got to know, really. Truthfully, that's the most important. How has this current coronavirus affected your local? We kind of already answered that.
Yeah.
Everything's locked down. We're just weathering the storm.
Yep.
Skate companies and shops affected by COVID-19. We already covered that. Shout out to Young Sway. Thank you for contributing, my G.
Yeah, keep killing
Say
it,
something
dude.
about
Sway's fucking awesome.
Give Sway some love.
Sway is really good
Joe
at skateboarding.
Sway DeSoto.
Yeah. I'm sure many of you watching have seen him in the podcast and the vlogs, or like seen him on Instagram. He's really good. He's up and coming. Young kid. 21, just turned 21, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, he's fucking sick.
He's a phenom.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that?
Yeah.
He's a big dude who works really hard at his skating.
Yep. You can see that he worked hard to be as good
it.
as he is today. Yeah, and
he already is, but his potential is like sky high.
He's really good.
We'll see where he goes.
And it's amazing watching him skate and just like I feel like I have like that sweet spot too, because I saw this little kid Sway, like he didn't have the power but could still somehow like get a big spin front board up onto big rail, but now you're like seeing this full grown man just like
grow
powerful, like pop, like lands his tricks well.
Monster.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep telling him he's gotta put out a video part. So if you guys also keep telling him to put out a video part, like light this fire under his ass.
He does.
He has a lot of street footage.
Yeah.
Like he knows that he progresses so fast, so he's always trying to do better and film better. But Sway's the fucking man, and people want to see his street footage as it comes.
Put it out.
Yep,
it's a process. Go along with it. Like get in the current and put it out, and then keep stacking and put it out and keep stacking. I used to do that when I was younger and I was learning all the tricks. I'd put together like video parts and just get them out,
put it out,
send them out to companies and shit on VHS and be like, this is all I can do right in this last, I filmed for 3 months and here's everything. Here's everything. And then people get to watch and grow with you.
Yeah.
And then
I have some really sick footage this way right now. And
then now eventually it turns into 2 years of you stacking footage before you put out a part. But in the beginning, just start getting it out there, you know?
Yeah, people want to see the footage, Sway. It's coming. Yeah, but no, congratulations, man. You're just keep doing your thing. You're crushing it.
Keep up the hard work and the focus, and don't get derailed, and stay positive, and good things are going to continue.
And anyone that isn't aware of him, check him out on Instagram, Young Sway, YUNG_Sway.
Damn, Sammy sounds like his agent right now. I like it, though.
Dude, I want my boy to do well.
Sammy agents.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats. As Sway says, we're all breaking bread.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, Sway.
How music has influenced skateboarding, vice versa, and that's Tyler, Sundown Skater.
Oh, I feel like they're that's a good question. They're like symbiotic almost.
Yeah,
you know? Skateboarding feeds off music, and like a lot of people in the music industry seem to like feed off like skateboarding culture.
Yeah,
like
it's a form of expression.
Exactly,
it's your energy and vibrations, and put it out there into the world somehow. Yeah. I love music. Skateboarding and music go hand in hand.
Yeah.
As
and then
long
like
as
all the
it's
different
not
styles.
Always on an iPod by yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely.
All the different styles of music, all the different styles of skating, the way how a style of skating works with a particular style of song, you know? Like, some people just can't skate to certain genres of music.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that for sure.
Like,
I don't think, well, I'm not saying like skate to as in like jam to it while skating. I'm saying if they were to like
put it to film
an edit of them skating, and like I definitely can't skate to a lot.
Let's use Evan as an example. What could he not skate to? Remember what he said about your music taste. What could Evan not skate to? Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, honestly, I was going to say something soft. Yeah, he can't skate to like something like soft, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
Or like, I say that,
shit on Evan like, podcast. Fuck you, redemption, bro.
No, I say that, but then I like take it back because I don't know. I imagine him like in some like swampy area skating a bowl, just like with some folky like Neil Young.
Yeah,
like, it would work so well. Like, I don't know. There's some ATVs music wise, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe some hardcore gangster rap or some shit.
What about Sway?
Oh, he could never. I could not picture him skating like Slayer, like Black Sabbath or something.
He could, but it would be weird.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be ready for it.
He definitely couldn't skate to Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough, man. I don't think so. I don't think it fit because the way he dresses and stuff.
What do you think I couldn't skate to?
You?
Yeah.
I feel like you need to skate to something aggressive.
Aggressive?
Yeah. You kind of have like and no offense.
No.
Because I love it.
Yeah.
You kind of have like a all over the place type of style.
Yeah.
You're like a hang on type of guy.
Yeah.
You're like hanging on with every trick. It's awesome.
I like it.
It's like first take. You're like this. I mean, you do them again, but like you hang on. You're in the moment. You're very like. So it needs something a little upbeat, aggressive, like kind of fast, neurotic, a little bit spontaneous. Yeah. I don't really see skating to too much slow shit. Not that you couldn't, but I just feel like it wouldn't really go with it right now. Because people's skating changes over time.
Yeah.
I used to be like much more fast and aggressive and like, and then as I got older, it's got a little more fine tuned and I feel like I could change what I skated to a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But, I just, you know, maybe you're not for the softies, you know? Really, sorry.
Damn.
Keep going. You'll get there one day.
I want to be for the softies.
We'll get you in some Sarah McLachlan.
Oh my god.
Mike BLPC. Mike Buckley.
Oh, sick. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, shout out Mike Buckley, my G.
He's a Lakeville OG right there.
Yeah, talk about it, right?
Yep.
Him and his brother, Andrew.
Yep.
He writes, hey, good to hear from you. I got a good one to talk about. Is the skate industry growing, or is longboarding and cruiser boards supplementing part of the market share to keep the industry alive? You want me to go?
I'd say a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't know why yet, so I'll let you go.
So I think the longboard and that other side is part of the skate industry.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's skateboarding.
It's 4 wheels, and it, like, can introduce people to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're talking about core, like, street skating, like what we're into, if it's growing, I say everything. Right now, skating feels like it's growing because I deal with so many new kids getting into it, and they love street skating. And they love skating parks, and they watch the vlogs, and they're like, I want to do this. Every kid that gets in is like, yeah, I watch the ALLiNEEDSKATE channel, and, like, and that's all we do is go street skating and skate parks, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just like, they're into it, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I feel like that side of skating is definitely growing because kids are getting into it, so that's proof. You know, we're doing the right things that kids are like, we're inspiring younger people to get into skating, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Although some people don't think that is. Some fucking older selfish fucks.
Jezebel or something. What was that article?
Oh, Jezebel.
Yeah.
But, like, even just, like, core, like, Hesh skaters are just like, kids
talking
are
shit
fucking
about the
nuisance.
kids.
The fucking kids in my way and shit. It's like, dude, kids are, like, they deserve skating just as much as anyone is the next, you know? Like,
I think, like...
But the long... Sorry.
No worries.
Just to finish. The longboard and that side of it, it's like, if you're a skate brand and you can do that, it's still skateboarding.
Yeah.
People are into skating. Like, you might help strengthen your brand to have another stream of income. Yeah. Longboarders, and you can do that, and it makes sense. Like, so it depends on how encompassing your brand is or your company is, you know?
Yep.
Like, if you're a skate shop and you can sell longboards, you're going to make more money that might be able to pay the rent.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true.
Same with, like, a skate brand. If you're a core skate brand, but you also appeal to, like, a different version besides just the core, you might make some more money that you could invest more in the core, you know? Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Go ahead. What are you saying?
I've, like, seen instances where, like, you know, young kid gets a longboard or a cruiser board or a penny board or some shit like that, and it gets them into skating. Yeah. So I think skateboarding, people finding it and becoming interested in it, like, that's obviously growing. Like, you see all the new kids going to Skater's Edge just riding a skateboard because they wanted to ride a skateboard. But then there's also the examples of, like, someone who wanted to ride something and they didn't realize, like,
what they were completely into.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've seen people flip, like, from... They got a longboard to try and ride something, and then they're like, oh, no, what I actually really want to do is, like, ride a skateboard and maybe try and learn how to do tricks and stuff. And, you know, if they don't, they just become a longboarder.
Sure. I think other skateboarders get people into skateboarding. Yeah. And then they end up buying a shitty Walmart board because their parents don't want to buy the good one because it's expensive. Yeah. So then they get out there.
Like a penny board or something.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't really what...
I was watching these guys skate, and then it's like, yeah. And so, like, I don't think that side of the market, like the longboarder shit,
skating.
I don't think it's necessarily growing it, but they're definitely part of it. They're definitely taking a piece of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think skateboarders are doing it.
I think the people that want to skateboard find skateboarding too.
Yeah, a little bit of truth in that for sure. But I don't think that the core skate industry, I think it's growing too.
Core skate industry?
Yeah, with or without longboarding shit in it, we'd still be doing this shit. Yep. Kids would still be stoked on skateboarders doing core shit and street skating, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Same with the Olympics. Fuck the Olympics. If they weren't here, we'd still be doing this shit, and people would still be stoked on skating.
Yeah, it would just be like, it'd still be getting just as popular.
Yeah, people would still find it.
Olympics hasn't even happened yet.
It's not and the truth is, it's fucking the fact that we're more connected through phones and media, and we can share our passion and love and versions of skating. That's what's getting in people into skating, not your fucking dream of being on the Wheaties box or your dream of being the most lit longboarder down a hill or something. It's like people are just like sharing their version of skating, and that's inspiring.
People get little glimpses into the life of like skateboarding.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, and then you want to try it, you know? It's not your fucking contest. We got more. We're almost done here. We had a lot of questions today.
Hell yeah. The bladder's getting pretty full again.
You feeling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little bladder too. Yo, shout out to Mike Buckley. You're the man.
Yeah, Mike Buckley. Thank you, man. Fucking built some sick shit at Lakeville Park, too.
Did he?
That I still skate to this day. Yeah, he built like a mani pad in the corner and stuff. Yeah, Mike crushes it.
Crispy Turdson.
Hell yeah.
Best Instagram name ever. Such a awesome dude, too. He just writes ankle rolling.
Been there, man.
You're the man to take this one. Feelings
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens to everyone too, though.
How long ago since you destroyed your ankle?
Almost a year and a half.
Damn.
Exactly.
How's the recovery? How you feeling with it?
I feel great.
From 1 to 100. 100 being fully recovered.
95.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say like I had like an ankle injury where I had to get surgery on it, and I couldn't walk for 2.5 months and couldn't skate for 6.5 to 7 months.
Brutal.
I'd say the strength is almost fully back there, but the dependency's still on my left foot. Like subconsciously, I still put more effort into my good ankle, but feeling wise, like I stayed on top of my exercises and physical therapy. I still do my stretches and exercises if I'm ever feeling weak, and nice. It never really bothers me when I'm skating.
That's good.
Which I'm really happy about. Like
that's a good feeling when it gets to that point.
It hasn't inhibited me from like trying shit at all.
Because there is like that long period when you do hurt your ankle that it's always on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it certainly still always is on my mind. Like I feel like I've become more conscious of like, just don't kick out like an idiot, or, if you're not feeling the trick before you pop, don't pop it.
Sounds like common sense, but when you're in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's those split decisions. Like, and everyone rolls their ankles too. That's
part of the game.
Part of skateboarding.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It sucks.
Not looking
take care of them. That's the one thing I'd say. When you roll your ankle, take care of that shit.
Yeah.
Rest it, ice it, compress it.
Yeah, and if your shoes are getting super dusted, just make sure you get new shoes.
Yeah.
Because that
make sure your feet feel right on top of a skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Rolling ankles is sucky.
Also, I hope he's doing well. I'm pretty sure he had a knee injury.
Chris, what's
Peterson.
his last name?
Chris Peterson.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He got really hurt too.
Yeah.
I heard,
so hope you're healing well, bud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to skate with you again. Every time I skate with you, you bring like this crazy energy, and you're always super gnarly.
Yeah, fucking rips transition.
Well, yeah, whatever you got going is always unbelievable to watch.
It's fun to watch. Yeah,
keep
sick.
It's Zebra writes, Kung Flu, the apocalypse, freedom, are we free, extraterrestrials, remote viewers. Where do we start with that? Kung Flu is some sort of thing that they're saying the president said, maybe?
Kung Flu?
Yeah, I think it's just people trying to start shit in politics. God, but I thought I heard someone saying he said that, but you don't know if he did because he's Donald Trump and he says fucking anything. Yeah. So it's like, maybe he said Kung Flu. It's funny because the flu started in China, and Chinese culture and Asian culture has something to do with Kung Fu and like.
But I mean, if you're a comedian, that's funny. If you're the president saying some shit like that, like, time and place, bud.
The apocalypse, we're in it, right?
Yeah, figuring it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well said, Sam.
Yeah.
Freedom, are we free?
I think skateboarding makes us free, even if we might not be free as a society.
I think that we're free, but that doesn't mean we're not without responsibility and service. Because you can be free.
Yeah.
If you want to be an ignorant asshole and not help anyone and just be completely selfish.
You have the freedom to do that.
You have the freedom to do that. But that doesn't mean it's the right thing. You know what I mean? Like sometimes freedom's not the best move because people around you need you, and you need to like be part of a system that works so we can all move forward and figure things out.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think skating helps us keep our autonomy a little bit. It's our own individual thing that we can work at, that we don't have to conform to a sport or whatever version. It's your own
a release.
thing. It's your own freedom to express yourselves. Yeah. Aliens? Extraterrestrials?
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well said, dude.
I hope they don't hurt us when they come. Yeah. They probably have game.
The long fingers in the butthole? Is that what you're concerned about?
The more like world domationation. But I mean, getting probed would be a little weird too. In the name of science. Dude, imagine if aliens skated. If there was an extraterrestrial life force out there that like
besides
they have skateboarding in their community.
I'm an alien.
He is an alien.
Yeah, that would be sick. They'd probably shred.
You think they exist? I think aliens exist.
You want me to take this question serious?
Yeah.
Okay. if I was really going to think about it, because I don't really think about it much, because like it's one of those things you just get a rabbit hole and go down forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's a conspiracy theory type shit.
Yeah.
We're never going to, like, I'm just not going to be able to give you an answer. But if I had to, like, I hope they're real.
Yep.
And if I was thinking about...
that fucking stink bug.
That stink bug is an alien. What I really think is that we're aliens. And what we're doing is we're going to become the aliens we dream about.
Yep.
So, like, humans are so creative and expressive, and, like, so we can fuck with our environment and change whole planets for good and bad. And, like, I feel like if we could get past the whole bottleneck of the money situation and free up some of our brain and human power and find a way to help us thrive beyond just being workers to work for someone else to make money for a system that's broken, I feel like if we could unlock the potentials of humans, we could see if there's aliens, and we'd probably become them because we'd be space traveling, and we'd go to Mars, and we'd put resources into things that are beyond our imagination. We'd be able to build it ourselves and become it. I think aliens are in our imagination, but they are real because our imagination's real.
Yeah.
People imagine things and then they become real.
I like your theories.
Did I just fucking figure something out?
Might be on.
Did I just go stupid, or I figured something out? Genius or idiot? And that's my question.
That's a good.
Am I a genius or am I an idiot? That's an honest question. Which one?
I'd say
a little bit of both.
No, I'd say. Well, an idiot doesn't have the deepness to that thought. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "No, we're the aliens, man," and just stop there. You know what I mean? You can like have the reasoning through it and like the theories of it. So I'd say more on the genius side. But if you're wrong, you're a fucking idiot.
I'll prove you wrong. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Give me long enough.
Trust me, I will prove you wrong.
Just give me a little more time, and you'll be like, "What the fuck did he say?" Take all that shit back. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
What's remote viewers?
Remote viewers?
Yeah.
Someone watching at home right now. Right?
Well, yeah. But is that like a term about something specific, or is that just...
like simulation type shit?
Yeah, that's...
Someone's watching us?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering, because we were talking about aliens. Remote viewers. CDR format by Collie. Oh, that's an album.
Honestly, you mind if I go to the bathroom real quick?
Oh, go pee. I'll keep them entertained.
Sorry, podcasters.
Don't shake it too much, because you know what? You'll have a good time. Wikipedia is the practice of seeking impressions about a distant or unseen target. Remote viewing is the practice of seeking impressions about a distant or unseen target, purportedly using extrasensory perceptions, ESP, or sensing with the mind. There is no scientific evidence that remote viewing exists, and the topic of remote viewing is generally regarded as pseudoscience. Wow, there's a whole thing about remote viewing that I knew nothing about.
Could not find the light switch.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's on the right. When you go in the bathroom, it's on the right. There's a bunch right there. Yeah, I knew nothing about remote viewing. Thanks for the question, but I had no idea. Sounds like pseudoscience, but who knows? Extrasensory. I feel like it kind of ties in, because I don't feel like humans are living to their full capacity. So, like, maybe if our senses were freed up to focus on things we cared about, maybe they get stronger and stronger. It's crazy with the technology, because our senses are being overwhelmed and we're using them in different ways. So, like, trying to unlock the potential of the human soul. Remote viewing is practice of seeking impressions. Yeah, I think that's about it, man. It was proposed in 1970s. I don't really know how I feel about remote viewing yet. I got to look into it some more. But thanks for the questions, man. Those are all solid. And I hope there's aliens. Or I hope that we are the alien. Because we are. We're out in space. We're flying around on a rock, and, like, we're just some sort of life form that's moving around in a galaxy, and, like, we're out here. We're aliens to someone. Misprint Zine writes, staying focused. One of the most important things, man. If you have a dream, or you're trying to achieve something, or you're trying to understand things, if you focus on those things, focus on the things that inspire you or motivate you or keep you going, like, use your focus, pay attention, zero in on it, aim at it, and yeah, it'll help you. It'll help you understand it and progress. So that's why I focus on skateboarding all the time. I'm constantly filming, talking about it, editing, dreaming about it, Yeah, trying to help it. Like, if you focus on the things that you want, you'll get them. Or if you ask for them too. I know that's cliche, but I'm a big believer in that you ask and you receive. It might be not exactly what you're asking for, but if you say it and you ask for it, I don't think anything's impossible. So, like, I'm constantly saying please and thank you, and I'm constantly asking for just saying it to myself, just asking, like, for the things I'd like. Like, I'm like, please help All I Need succeed so that we can do more cool stuff and we can find ways to help each other. And, like, I just put it out there, because if you don't ask, you don't get, you know? So, Sam, how do you feel about staying focused? What's your opinion on that? I was just saying that it's important to stay focused on things that you care about.
Yeah.
That's how you achieve things, is you put your energy into them and focus on them. Let me get some of that hand stuff.
Some of the goods?
Yeah. How'd the bathroom trip go?
Oh, it was good. Round 1 wasn't as good because I was just in the dark.
Yeah.
Just feeling walls. I'm like,
you better.
I need to come back and get my iPhone.
All right, cool. You feel pretty good about staying focused? How do you stay focused on things you care about? Because it's easy to get drifted. Off.
Yeah, it's really easy. I don't know. I feel like you fall into routines. Falling into routines can help you. I mean, not
building
falling
habits,
into the routine, building
habits.
A routine.
Yeah,
you know, like, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to get or make a coffee, and then I'm going to do a little bit of work. Or if you have a full-time job, I mean, that helps you in the sense that you got to go to work.
You got responsibility.
You got to wake up. Yeah, you got responsibility. You got to wake up, go somewhere. Make sure you have something that brings you joy that you do.
Yeah.
So that you can, sacrifice time to be focused on something that might not be as joyous in the moment.
Yeah.
But helps you work towards a goal.
Yep.
As long as you're, like, taking a break for yourself. But just a break.
Yeah.
You can't let the joy happen all the time, you know?
Just slide off into fucking self-indulgence all the time.
Have a good release. Exactly.
You're in the bathroom just J-O-ing the whole time.
I mean, if that's what brings you joy, then I'm not going to take it away from you.
Top of the mountain, boys. Top of the mountain. Here's my seeds.
Moderation of everything.
Yeah. Just focus on the things you give a shit about.
Yeah. Making lists.
Yeah.
I feel like making lists is really helpful for me, at least, because, like, if you ever forget what you should be doing or you don't know what you want to do, you can look at the list, you can check things off of your list, make all types of lists, make a short-term list, a today list, a week list.
That'll help you stay
goal
focused.
For the years. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do that. I have lists on my phone.
Yep.
Just stuff I gotta do, and stuff I'm working towards, and stuff I need reminders of, so I can get to working to them when I get free time.
And the feeling of checking something off is
or deleting it, sliding over and delete.
That's it.
Delete.
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. That's half the reason why I called the brand All I Need, is a reminder to focus on my needs.
Yeah.
So every time I see All I Need, I'm like, it's a constant reminder to go, what do I need in my life?
Yep.
And be realistic about it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get caught up in delusions. You're like, I need this to happen. I need this, you know? And then you're like, when you really think about what you truly need, it's usually pretty modest.
Yep.
Like, we get caught up in our ambitions and things we're aiming at. But then, like, when you think about it, you're like, dude, like, even with this whole pandemic thing, it's like, I need to focus on my needs. And I'm like, what do I need? I need a shelter, so make sure we have the house. Yep. Bills are paid. I need my lady. I need my dog, some good friends, like, conversations. Like, it's modest. It's simple things that you can focus on without, feeling like, because sometimes you get carried away. Like, I need to be at this level or that level, you know?
Yep.
It's like, really, the things you need are probably, you already have them.
Yeah.
Just focus on them, you know? So that was, like, my main reason for naming it All I Need, was, like, I just want a reminder to, like, take a second and always think about what I really need in my life.
Yeah.
And that grounds me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So give yourself a reminder. That's what kind of tattoos are, too.
Yep.
Reminders for me. I want an All I Need tattoo. That's my new thing. I'm going to film me getting an All I Need tattoo for the YouTube channel.
Do it. Hell yeah.
I'm waiting for Corona to pass.
Yeah.
Once Hurricane Corona passes, I'm fucking going. I'm going to hit up my homie Mike Lucier and do my first All I Need tattoo and film it for the episode.
That'll be sick.
Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
What do you have? One or?
I have 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it. You have the Red Sox joint,
yeah, it's
right?
Red Sox socks on top of a skateboard. So it
Yeah,
looks like
that's
they're
what it
pushing.
is. I remember that one.
And then
Sick.
this one's 2 robot hands shaking.
Hell yeah.
It's actually from the Wish You Were Here album cover.
Yep.
And then on my ankle, I got a palm tree when I was in California. And it's actually where they made one of the incisions for my surgery. So they literally split the palm tree in half. It looks like a piece of lightning, like hit my palm tree and put a scar down the middle of it.
Dude, life made your tattoo rip.
Yeah, it's like my favorite tattoo.
Because I was going to make fun of it. I was like, a palm tree. How cliche. Go to California, get a palm tree.
Yeah.
Like, dude, now it sounds pretty haggard. And
sick. It's haggard for sure. And it was a stick and poke. It's definitely a jail tat, and I was like falling asleep while she was giving it to me. So man. She's like, you need to stop falling asleep. You're twitching, and I was like, you can just be done.
Just bad decisions.
So there's like one part of it that's like kind of unfinished.
It's bad decision. Yeah. Good for you, bro.
A good bad decision.
Yeah. Damon Treat says, "What's your biggest motivation?"
I don't know. I don't know. Just being alive, enjoying life. Yeah,
being alive, reminding myself that I'm alive motivates me.
Yeah,
and whether that's seeing it in someone else or feeling the highs and lows of this life.
Yeah,
but it inspires me constantly. That's my biggest motivation.
Yeah.
Like when you have a good day, I get super amped.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, this is going to carry me for a long time. Or if I have a really hard time and I'm having like a real big loss or something, I just go. It makes me want to fight, like in a good way. Like when someone passes or like everything falls apart, which it always does, it's something in my character just it motivates me because I feel like it just drives me to try harder. Like when something bad happens, I used to get depressed, and I've been to depression, deep parts of it, but now somewhere like I've been to like the deepest parts of life, like when my father passed and like my mom passed and all this stuff. And all I ever did was be like, nah, there's got to be something better. There's got to be, I got to be better. I got to figure this out. We got to keep going. Like, I just get angry.
Yeah.
I get angry, and I use that to be like, no, I want the life. Like, this isn't how life is supposed to be, and I want to try to make it the way I envision it.
Yep.
You know? I've always used lows as like something to motivate me.
Yeah. To get you back to like feeling good,
to just go like just like to use it instead of just wander, like pity it and use it to be sad, but use it to like progress, you know. So and people always motivate me. Huge proponent of like being good to people. I see people all day and I see their potential, and I'm always like, that motivates me. I'm like seeing them and seeing that they could be what they could be or what they want to be or push themselves. Like all these little kids, I'm like, these kids are going to be great if they keep going. And then that motivates me because I'm like, I got to be better, you know? Like I'm older. I got to like get better and figure this out and keep going and not be complacent and arrogant and just like try to peel the layers of the onion and keep going, you know? Like we could always be better. I think what motivates me is thinking of something bigger than yourself. That's like the concept of God. I'm not religious, but like if you can envision something that's bigger and better than yourself. Yeah. And that's what I try to do. I try to look up and be like, what version of myself would I like to see, and what can I aim at that's better than I am now? To help like how can I improve? Yeah, how can I improve? Yeah. Like what's the godly version of yourself? Yep. You know, aim up and look at something and go, okay, I can be better. I can always be better. You know, you don't have to be super hard on yourself, but you can just aim at an ideal. Yeah, how you'd want to be, because we're in life is poetry in motion, and we're not perfect things. We're work in progress. Yep. You know, and life is not perfect. The conditions aren't even perfect. Yeah. Some things are unjust and unfair, and you just got to roll with punches. You know, but we can change that too if we keep going. So yeah, people motivate. Did you have some? What'd you say?
I said enjoying life.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Some homies.
Yeah.
Some weed, some beer.
Yeah, or working. I like work. Work is fun.
Work's fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like having good days on set and hanging out with people that Yeah. It's fun to hang out with people that aren't skateboarders sometimes too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feel like you're confessing something.
No, it's just like it's different, Like all I do is like try and go out of my way to surround myself with like a friend that skates, and we're going to go skate together or something. But then when I'm at work, to just like work with people with different interests and
it's cool.
Have to talk to someone like they're not a skateboarder. Like it's like almost relearning English sometimes.
Yeah.
You're just like, wait, how do I communicate with someone that doesn't skate?
You're like, nollie flip. They're like, what?
Yeah. Or like trying to explain skateboarding to someone that doesn't skate. I'm like, all right, don't like get too deep with it. Don't try like keep it at a surface level. Yeah, I skateboard. Sometimes we go to like a street spot, you know, a random, like even describing what street skating is, you can accidentally go too deep and like the person's just like, what are you talking about?
Like, this guy's out of their mind.
Yeah. Like there's sometimes random stuff that's out of business or something and we'll skate that if we want to. But I don't know, just trying to be able to talk to people who have all different types of interests. And I mean, then it's still like it's work, so we all have like the interest of filmmaking and stuff. So
yeah, but I get it. I get it. Like talking to different types of people from different walks of life, it's just like it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Whenever you do that, it's always cool. You're like, how does this person doesn't skate and how do they live their life?
Yeah.
And then you find out, you're like, they live it fine.
Yeah.
They found something. I'm insane.
Basically.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Oh, first COVID of the episode.
Oh God, I know. Have you been holding that in the whole time?
The last 2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. I think we did the damn thing today.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel about this episode?
I feel like we've been stuck in podcast world for a while.
We've been crushing it.
We went to like podcast purgatory and just like, I don't know how much time has passed. I realize it's dark now.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that. We've been over 2 hours. We got it.
Oh, for sure.
What I'm concerned about is checking my phone and seeing if the world fell apart.
Yeah, right.
While we were in podcast land.
Can I like drive home? What's going on?
Me and Sam are jerking off over kickflips. Meanwhile, the pandemic's falling apart. We're like, oh my God. Turn it on. Massachusetts is no longer a state. What? Trump declares it's no longer a state.
Oh my God.
You live in
Figure
Vermont
it out
now.
for yourselves.
He declares because of the pandemic that Massachusetts is part of Vermont. Like, what?
He's like, you're Vermont's problem now.
He's like, oh my God. Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
That was sick.
I'd touch you and give you hugs, but yeah, let's just do that.
Corona episodes.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who watches the podcast. Y'all the shit, my friends.
Choo choo.
Keep the fire stoked.
Hell yeah.
Watch out for the aliens. Yourself.
They'll get you.
You're the alien.
Maybe Corona's the alien.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to name my first child Corona now after all this.